What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 29 of the Tastecast, our bi-weekly podcast where we talk about what we've been playing and everything else. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy. And
I'm Chris.
And as of right now, we don't know the PlayStation Plus games, but we will know them soon. And when we do, we'll let you know if you don't know already. But our game of the month for this month is Grim Dawn. I believe this is only on PC. And yeah, it's a Diablo-esque type game made by the same guys who made Titan Quest. And it's fucking awesome. I'm really excited that we're going to play this month. Make sure to do the same. Come back at the end of the month. We'll be talking about it. And yeah, with that, every Tastecast we talk about what we've been playing. So let's jump into that. And I always say that, but we always start off with our game of the month. So we're going to be talking about Dungeons Defenders 2. That's what it's called. So yeah, we played Dungeons Defenders 2. Which, if you didn't get a chance to play it, is a third-person perspective tower defense game with the loot and yeah. What do you think of it?
So I probably played about 2-3 hours, and it has changed a lot since I originally played it. The hub you're in is this really large area, and I don't really remember that being the hub before. And I think you had
talking about the outdoor area.
Was it outdoors? It was indoors.
It was like a tavern.
No, that was in there originally.
Was it?
Yeah, but there's this weird outdoor area that I'm not used to when I played it.
Yeah, I don't know. And obviously it's been so long, so I didn't really recall that being the hub. I could just be used to the first game where it was in the bar. Mm-hmm. But I only played as one character. I can't remember the classes, but it's essentially like the knight. And I'm pretty sure it's all the same towers and everything from the first game too, just probably balanced a little differently.
With the knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't play him.
Maybe not completely. I know you have the wall, the dummy that when people get close to it starts spinning and hitting them. There is I can't never remember the name of the weapon, but it's essentially like a giant crossbow, siege weapon.
Ballista?
Yeah. And there's a cannon. And so it's real super simple, towers. It's not as creative as I think you played the monk a little bit, and the monk's more of like a buffing class. So I really like the class system they got going there, and there's some really good synergies and stuff like that. I think they really did a good job with that, but a lot of it came from the original game, and I didn't see a lot new brought to the table in this one, which I was kind of sad about.
That was actually the interesting thing. We played a shitload of the original Dungeon Defenders. I played a shitload of the original Dungeon Defenders.
Yeah.
I played the monk. I leveled him up max level. I think I max leveled 3 or 4 of them in that game. And yeah, playing this, it's the first game with new maps and a different visual design.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. And it's free to play.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of the free-to-play part, I think as a free-to-play model, it works pretty good. But my gripe here is that after playing Dungeon Defenders 1 and not seeing a whole lot of new in Dungeon Defenders 2 in the regards of the classes and the way that it plays and stuff like that, I actually kind of was missing just playing Dungeon Defenders 1 at that point. Because it didn't feel like a new game. It felt like I was getting a lesser version of the original game almost.
I felt the exact same way. I like everything about Dungeon Defenders 2, but it just feels like a weird bastard cousin of the original with the free-play model. And I would have rather just bought the expansions like I did with the original game and not done it this way. Because I believe I bought the game when it first came out, Dungeon Defenders 2, and I got some in-game currency, which is cool. I'm glad I got something for it. But I was able to buy 2 of the characters, the extra characters in the game. And I bought the 2 that weren't from the original because there's 2 or 3 that are from the original. So most of the experience of the game just reminds me, like you said, of this weird bizarro world version of the original game.
Yeah. And
while playing it, made me miss the original game because of the amount of content and the amount of shit they had in that game. And then this almost just feeling like an extended version of that with characters that are skinnier.
Yeah, The design, though similar,
I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks.
I was gonna say it's not as good. I don't think. So.
Yeah, the world looked. I like the maps. They look really good. They're
Yes.
really, fantastical and colorful and shit like that. And it's tower defense. So I love tower defense. I like all the lanes and stuff. But yeah, the character design and just the overall feel of the game. I prefer the kids of the first game versus
like the chibi look.
Yeah, little chubby dudes.
I never played the first one. This is
Okay.
actually the first time I played these games.
Okay.
And I did play the monk the most, which I found partway through playing that he's more of a support class. I'm always fucking playing support. Always comes down to it. But he can't hold his own. I did a whole lane with just fire towers as they come through, just taking continuous fire damage to the whole lane. I did not like the model of the gameplay though, of how you had to save up all of this in-game currency to buy the extra characters. I just thought that was really much. It was kind of like a money grab scheme. It was what it felt like. Like you get a little taste of the game. It's kind of like playing a demo version of it, and then if you want to play the full game, you gotta sink some money into it to get all these extra characters to have the variety.
Well, like you said too, like you can earn a currency in the game where you can buy that stuff, but it's gonna take you forever.
Slow.
And it's to incentivize you to buy the shit, but I don't like the idea of buying the shit without knowing I'm gonna like it or not.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's funny too because it does come off almost. It's not very obviously a money grab, but almost pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Almost,
right
yeah.
on the line. It's not pay to win, but
There's some shadowy bullshit in the background.
Yeah, and I wish they would have took some notes from
Warframe.
Warframe's a good example, but very popular free to play models because they're obviously popular because people feel they have access to those games. I am not. In fact, with the exception of Chris, we're not shy when it comes to putting money into free-to-play games if we think it's fair and worth it. I don't think I'd spend a dime on this game.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I love the first game, love it. And when I heard they're making a second one, I was really excited for it. Then I heard they're going to make a MOBA with it, and I was like, ugh, I don't want that. And then they decided to make the free-to-play version. I'm like, that kind of just takes away from the chunk of experience, or not experience, chunk of content you get with the game. And then playing it, I was like, okay, well, I really like the first game, so if I spend money in this game, I'm probably going to be really into it. And I played it a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to give them money. I'm in the same boat. And like you said, I'm generous as hell if I like a game.
Mm-hmm.
Get me invested in it. I'll give you my fucking money. I was looking to spend money on this game in the first place, and oddly enough, the free to play model deterred me from that. I mean, they got my money with the early access. Good for you, I guess. But if you would have just made the game itself with expansions and just gave all the content already, I mean, you would have got my money. I would have bought those expansions. And with this model, I feel uneasy to even spend money. I don't know what I'm going to get and if I'm going to like it. And
Right.
Well, they should really take a big note from League of Legends. As a free-to-play model game that has a variety of champions or characters to play as, I think it does the best as allowing you access to them. So they have free-to-play weeks. So certain characters go as free-to-play for that week. You earn loot chests in the game by doing various, completing these different characters. You earn key fragments. You forge those key fragments, which is all free. You don't pay for it. You just play the game to get them. To open chests, which give you fragments for characters to permanently unlock them, as well as skins and things like that.
Right.
So I think that implemented into this game would make it more enjoyable, because, I mean, I've spent some money on League of Legends, but most of my game's characters I've never paid for. I got them through that kind of system.
I think what I would have liked to have done instead was to just make Dungeon Defenders 2 a premium game, and then just do DLCs for it. As much as people don't like that idea, I think it would have benefited better than the free-to-play model that they used. I also would have loved to see a lot more, just fresh ideas, I guess, because I don't really feel like I was playing a new game.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing for me, too. Is I played it and I was like, I've done this.
Yeah.
I already did this, and I'd prefer to go back and do the original one over this. It was really weird, because, if there's somebody who this could have been easily sold to, it's me. And I even tried to trick myself into thinking I was really into it. I was like, I love this. I love the first one. I love Tower Defense. Tower Defense is literally crack cocaine to me. And I was even playing this. I'm like, this tower defense would be really enjoyable, strategizing and knowing like I'm gonna progress. But like I feel like they're gonna try to get my money at some point, and I don't really want to fucking. That doesn't excite me. I'm not like fucking. Ooh, hopefully they fucking try and find a way for me to spend money. That's a fun game.
And the other approach too would have been to just allow you to have the characters and just make really compelling costumes.
Some pretty cool costumes
and cosmetics to buy. If people like the game enough, they're gonna spend the money. I mean, we bring it up for all the time for years now, or for the years we've done this now. Warframe. Me and Seth have put money into that game, but I never feel like I have to. It's always just like they offer products that I feel are fair, and I am willing to spend the money on it. So, but I mean that's pretty much how I feel about it. Any other thoughts?
I'm just disappointed, really.
Yeah, I think disappointed is a good word because I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I didn't dislike it at all.
Wasn't what I wanted.
And in fact, talking about it right now is the first time I've kind of just accepted that. Because even when I tried to play it like 2 days ago, and the whole like game of the month thing, it's kind of like we're kind of towards the end of it, so like I feel less inclined to have to do it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to try and play the game again, and I started playing, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm just not there. It's not there, man. It's not there for me. I really wish, like you said, they would have just made a premium game.
Yeah, for sure.
Coming into the game, having only 2 playable characters, the Knight and the Mage, and then getting the free character for doing the quest, which is only one of the 2 other characters from the base game. It's just, doesn't compel me to play it anymore.
That's a good point too, coming from somebody who like dove into the game from this one, because like you had like minimal access to the fucking experience. You ain't coming into this loving the original. You're just like, what is this? You played it like, well, you can have some of these.
He has 2 of the 8.
You have 2 of the characters,
right.
But if you wanna experience the game more,
give me your money.
I know you're new, but fucking give us some money.
I just screamed, I don't know you, that's my purse. And I walked away from it.
With that, let us know in the comments. Have you played Dungeon Defenders 2? What'd you think of it? Do you enjoy it? I actually played with a couple people online. None of these guys, some random people, and they seemed really into it. So I'm glad it worked for somebody.
Yeah, did we miss something?
Yeah. Let us know. Like, are we not getting it? Maybe it's like Warframe. We need to sell to people. Cody, can you fucking play a game? Apparently you liked it though last time I played it, but yeah. And then did you also play the original Dungeon Defenders? Do you think there's any merit to what we're saying? Because I really think there is. And yeah, what have we been playing?
I have a short list, and I imagine Chris does too because of school. So maybe we should have you go.
No, yeah, you guys go first because I'm doing some weird shit on here too. I'm listening, I promise.
So I'm still playing Final Fantasy 14 on a pretty regular basis. Just kind of doing miscellaneous things while I wait for the expansion to come out. Also helping Josh, who has recently started playing it again, go through and to see if it'll maybe stick for him. So far, he seems to be logging in on a relatively regular basis. So
and harassing me for not.
Yeah. So he seems to be enjoying it, which I'm glad about.
For not logging in.
Oh.
Yeah.
For some reason I heard not. I was like, I got not? Is that a thing in the game?
Played the Plus games, so Abzu and Tales of Borderlands. I'm not going to go into too much detail. We talked about it on Plus Club, so feel free to go check that out. That was last Friday's episode.
I haven't played those games. That's not even on my list at all.
Other than that, I was just going through, a random little storage container in my house, and I found my Kindle Fire in there, so I kind of booted it up, and I downloaded a bunch of mobile games on it, and so I just been kind of doing a bunch of that. They also added Alexa to the Fire, which is kind of nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This isn't gaming related, but it's tech.
Yeah.
Works really well.
Really?
I was pretty happy about that, yeah. So I'm glad to see their voice assistant is actually expanding to all their products and stuff like that. I imagine it's probably also on their Fire Stick, TV service stuff as well. So yeah, pretty happy about that.
Goddamn Jetsons houses.
I feel like I played something else. For that. That might be it. So not a whole lot.
That's a short ass list.
No, that's what I said. I really haven't played a whole lot. A large part of it too is the last 2 weeks work's been kind of shifting for us
yeah.
business-wise, so I've been just worn out.
Yeah, and that's been kind of seen across the channel. Last week was kind of weird for us. We had a lot of weird uploading problems when it came to YouTube, internet problems, power going out problems, and then work was shitty.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, apologies for like the late episodes on Tasty Tuesday and Plus Club. Yeah, that was a fucked up week. I feel you saying that kind of reminded me I should probably let people know what the fuck was going on.
Right.
They're typically pretty consistent, so.
I have been playing the miraculous game of Homework and House Renovation.
Mm-hmm.
Great games.
Mm-hmm.
What level are you?
I am on the paint level right now.
So it's more like a platformer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Last week was tearing out carpets. This week is painting.
Mm-hmm.
Great levels. Great levels. But as far as video games go, I've been playing a bit of Overwatch because the anniversary event is out. And fuck you, Blizzard, because I have yet to get any of this goddamn skins. So eat a big fat dick.
Do it.
I'm not buying your goddamn boxes anymore. I have earned like 10 boxes, and all I've gotten is fucking sprays and voice lines. I have like 2 emotes. So eat a fat dick.
Damn. I like it.
I just want a goddamn skin.
They should give you a skin. Blizzard, fucking, I know you're not watching, but
Come on.
give him a skin.
Come on.
Just one. Just give him one fucking skin.
And I actually have been playing a bit of Tokuden 2 again.
I bought that game. I need to actually play it.
Yeah.
I bought it too, and I need to fucking play it.
Yeah.
It's cool, I just didn't play it.
Yep. I just kind of like, I don't know, it's been a lull since I played it, so I was like, I gotta get back into it, and I'm always making new goddamn characters. I'm always starting the goddamn story over and over and over again. But I finally progressed beyond where I was before, so I'm making little progress there.
Still enjoying it?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun still.
Yeah, why haven't we fucking played it? Is that on our list?
No.
It should be.
Because it's relatively new. Before it came out after
it's my channel, so it shouldn't matter. But Chevy fights me on it, which is fine, because I'm glad I have some opposition. I don't want to be the overlord here. But I don't really care about the new thing. I understand if a game just comes out, which probably shouldn't throw on there. But a game like that, we're not playing. Like, none of us are really playing it, so that'd be a good...
Well, it's technically a back burner. I get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, it's... We own it.
Yeah.
We had our chance to play it. We didn't. So, I mean, it should be on the back burner. Like, yeah, that's why I need you to bounce me out. Because sometimes it's just like, I really like this game. Throw it on the list. Like, fucking, I want you guys to play it. And that's not the point of it.
And some Warframe, as I always do. I just kind of log in periodically and do little things here and kind of putt around a bit.
I kind of want to hop in there. I feel like there's going to be some new stuff in there since the last time I
Spent
played.
platinum.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. You spent platinum. Did you buy the platinum?
I had platinum from a long time ago.
Okay.
Because it was really the point where I was making all these weapons and all the frames that I had to buy slots for them that you had to have platinum for. But I spent it on something else.
What was it?
I brought a deluxe skin.
They're pretty awesome.
It was on sale. It was 50% off. I was like, fuck it, give it to me.
You don't have to justify to us.
You're saying it like fucking shameful. I'm like, dude.
Can you guess which one I bought? Of all the frames that I like to play, which ones have deluxe skins that I would buy for?
I don't know who has
Saren.
Nope.
Oh.
I know, right? I've been playing a lot of Saren.
Flying chick.
No, she doesn't have one.
Yeah, I didn't think she would.
It's something that I don't like ever play. But I thought the skin was cool enough to purchase.
Excalibur?
Nope, doesn't have... Oh, he does, but it's not him.
Rhino?
Nope, slower.
Who else has one?
Slower?
Uh-huh.
Not Frost,
Rhino?
is it?
Uh-huh. I
Oh.
brought the Frost skin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
It's dope as hell.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's dope.
I'll say I own a couple of them. I have the Saren one. I have multiple Excalibur ones.
Mm.
I have the Rhino one, which man, that one's so cool looking.
This?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
I think it's fucking sick.
Right?
I'm about to go buy that right now.
I feel like I didn't buy the Loki one because it just looks so much like
The
his
Knave
other
one?
one, and I was like, this isn't that deluxe to me. It's just, I don't know.
That was the worst. I burped, and I was like trying to blow this one. I was like, then I was like, disgusting. I'm a horrible human being.
Side note, still attached to Warframe though, the next Prime is Oberon Prime.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I will probably be buying his deluxe skin as well. I've been waiting for an excuse to buy it. It's since they reworked him.
Oh, I think I have this too.
The Feyark one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love me them fairy frames.
Yeah, for some reason, every time I take a break from the game and I log back in, they're like, there's a coupon for a discount in the store. I'm like, assholes.
Spend your money.
Every time I get paid, I go in there and it's like, here's 50% off. I'm like, I'm going to do it for sure. It's always a for sure thing. They know it. I'll do it without it. I don't give a fuck.
But that's it. That's all I've been playing, other than the Plus games and the Game of the Month.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
My list isn't even that big either, really. I have 4 games on here.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure there's more, though. Oh, yeah. The Ninja game. Does anyone remember the name of that?
The Ninja game.
Yeah, Shadow something. This is the first time I played a game. I don't remember the fucking game's name.
Shadow Warrior?
There's a lot of Ninja games.
The one you saw me playing. It's like RTS.
Oh, the
Not
RTS one.
It's yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He's a ninja and a samurai. It's 2 people who don't mingle with each other, mingling with each other.
Yeah. It's Shadow Ninja.
Shadow of Mordor ninja mode.
All that.
That didn't help.
Oh, Shadow Tactics. Okay, so yeah, I've been playing Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun on Steam, and you have to save in that game. And I played into it, and I fucking stopped playing, came back, I had to restart again, I played into it a little further, I saved back here, and then I didn't save further into it, I fucking left the game, came back, started there. So I'm in a perpetual state of the tutorial right now.
How many hours was it that you had on there?
I have like 1 or 2 in there. So I mean, I just
Just
played
playing
tutorial for
tutorial?
fucking just for hours. But so far it's pretty cool. I think the graphics are really good. I think the things you can do in it. For anyone who doesn't know what the fuck it is, I barely know what it is because I couldn't remember the name of it. It's a top-down RTS. You play as a ninja and a samurai. You can have up to like 5 people in your party. You can switch between them. Now it's RTS, so it's real time. So you're clicking these people and tell them to stealthily kill this dude while the samurai's throwing sake on the ground and alcoholics are coming up and chugging it because they need that alcohol. And you fucking come up and you start lobbing heads off. This is all from the tutorial. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would definitely suggest it to people. Outside of that, I wish I had more to say on it, but I gotta get out of the tutorial. So yeah, I've been playing that. Played Overwatch briefly, inebriated. So that was fun. I yelled at a lot of people. I apologize to those people. I didn't say anything mean to them. I was just definitely not somebody you wanted on your party, on your team, because you're just fucking listening to me fucking.
Mute.
Yeah, hopefully they're that smart. Been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Checking out what all the hype is about.
The Hunger Games?
The games, huh?
The Hunger Games.
Battle Royale, yeah.
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Game's awesome. Really like it. I want to play it with somebody, but if you're not playing that, it's essentially Hunger Games Battle Royale. You're on an island. You gotta kill 98 other people. Map keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller until there's 1 person left. I got to rank 2, and that was fucking stressful. My tactic was to get in a fucking boat.
If you ain't first, you'll still last.
Huh?
If you ain't first, you're still last.
Drove out into the fucking ocean, just hung out for a while, watched people on the beach just killing each other and shit while I just, soaked in some fucking rays. And then as it got closer and closer, I just kept scooting my boat in closer to the shore.
It's like that's kind of a tactic I would do. Just, where can I hide? Oh,
Dude,
God.
There was a good amount of time where I was just like sitting in the boat, just like, it was just quiet. There's nothing going on. I'm like, okay. But if you're thinking I'm a pussy, I'm not, because I fucking got out of that boat and I killed like 4 people. And then I went on to fight one dude. It was just me and him left. And I hit him. He hit me. His bullet hit me in the head, killed me. So I got rank 2, which is last, apparently. Thank you. The game's awesome. Definitely play it if you're into survival games like DayZ and shit. The hype is merited. I'm not going to say it's worth it. It's a lot like a lot of other survival games, but it works. That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
It just works, which is great. I've been playing Scrap Mechanic. I bought this out of nowhere. I was on Steam. Steam had a thing pop up. It's like, you probably like this. And I'm like, I probably would. So I fucking bought it. And yeah, I like it. It's cool. I went into the comments of it first off though, because with games like this that are just out of nowhere, I want to know what people have to say about it. People are like, I was an engineer, I love this game, and you probably are an engineer. People also love this game. Like, okay, thanks, engineer. Because in the game, you essentially it's a sandbox. You build shit. You have unlimited amounts of tools and resources to put things together. Kind of like, what was that, Gmod? What the fuck it's called? Garry's Mod?
Garry's Mod.
Yeah.
Gmod.
Yeah. It's like that, kind of, except for it's cartoony. Each character is kind of like, they're thick. These are some thick dudes, some thick chicks. Kind of got a little something to the strut. Just think of his face. And yeah, you just build stuff. It's neat. I like it. I want to play with people, but there's no like end goal in the game. That's something that's kind of bothering me. But the amount of stuff you can do in the game and things you can create, I kind of got lost in it. I couldn't stop playing it. But every once in a while, I'll stop, come back to reality, and go, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Well, it's just creative mode Minecraft, same syndrome.
Pretty much. So. Except for the tools are a lot easier. Like you have a block and you can place them individually, or you can hold it and you can do it like arrows are like this or like this. And you can hold it and just pull it, and you can just make a wall.
Oh, okay.
Like make a flat area. Because the game's about building. It's about engineering. Even like building a vehicle, you can't just go wheels, and then just drives. Like you have to make sure the wheels are all going in the same direction. They're being powered by some kind of source. But it's actually really easy. It's not even complicated, which is the thing I like about it.
It reminds me of like someone took the idea of like creative mode in Minecraft and. Can't remember the name of the game right now, but you have to build weapons to beat, scenarios or whatever. This is gonna drive me crazy. Saw gifs of it all the time on Reddit where people would like make these crazy machines to like beat the objective.
Was it that game where you're like
It's like medieval times, right?
Yeah.
Someone built a flying worm.
Oh, they built everything, man. There's a samurai that jumped and cut.
So it seems like they took like those two ideas and like.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's neat. It's cool. I want to play with people. I actually so far have built a 2-story house that drives. It's huge. It's made of fucking concrete.
We should make Howl's Moving Castle. Challenge you to make Howl's Moving Castle.
Well, I'm gonna keep building on this thing, but the problem is it's based off physics. So the more I'm putting on this, the slower it was moving. So I had to add a second engine and more wheels, which is kind of neat. I need to put suspension on the thing though, because it fucking just like goes like it doesn't have any. It's not a smooth ride. It's not a fucking Cadillac.
Does it have to be wheels? Can you make legs?
Probably could. People make crazy shit in that game.
No, it sounds kind of interesting. I might pick that one up actually.
You should. I think it's like $20-$30 right now.
I challenge you to make the Tiger Sword from Power Rangers.
I challenge you to be patient with me, because I might do it.
I don't have patience.
Well, then if you can't take my fucking challenge,
you better get
your fucking
on
challenge.
that shit.
Oh yeah, another thing I made too was a block with a seat with motorcycle handles. I'm sitting there. There's 4 fucking rockets at the bottom of it. And I go, woo, and fucking they all go, ugh, and just threw them in the air. And I start going, just straight in the air, because there's nothing to keep me fucking going in a straight direction.
That
it was just
a curveball.
It was just a block with fucking rockets. I'm going, and I'm like just flying. I stop for a second. I'm like, okay, stop going up. And then I just like falling again, and I hit it again. And the trajectory, I just go straight at the fucking earth, and I just punch through the fucking earth and go right through the map, and I just go into fucking nothingness. And I'm just constantly flying into Gargantua 1 from fucking Interstellar, just fucking experiencing another dimension. And finally, the game pops up a thing. It's like, you're not playing the game correctly. And I hit OK, and nothing happened. I still kept going. I'm like... So you're gonna tell me I fucked up, or you're just gonna let this happen?
It's your punishment for breaking the game.
Just constant fucking purgatory?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Alex would probably dig that game.
Probably, except for it probably isn't fucking... It's probably baby mode for him.
Sure. Because he's
probably gonna look at it and go, ugh.
I know he was making, whatever he could in Kerbal, so...
It's like giving someone who builds houses for a living fucking a couple mega blocks.
Also would.
Yeah.
Here's some Lincoln logs.
Here's some Lincoln logs. Fucking, they probably actually love that. Like, oh! And then what else did I play? I played one more thing, and that thing was Ghost Recon Wildlands. I hopped back into that. made more progress in one day than I did the whole fucking time between the game coming out and now. It was fun. The game's fun as fuck. Super buggy. I'm sick of hearing dick balls, shit balls, whatever he says. Something with balls and dicks and shit and fuck. The missions are super repetitive. You have to really like the way the game plays. And I do like the way the game plays. I'd like to play with people, but Josh only plays Final Fantasy 14, I think. Or nothing at all. And Chevy doesn't own it, and nobody plays it. But the game's dope. But it's super fucking buggy. I keep flipping vehicles constantly and shit blowing up.
It just looks like an outdoorsy version of The Division. Less urban, more like...
Yeah, except for it's
rural.
an actual shooter and not like a faux MMO. Because the Division has like specials and stats and things, and this is all like headshot kills people. It's weird too, because every time I play the game, I look at like some of the scenery area, like the scenic views. And I'm like, this is the same engine as Steep.
Oh, okay.
It totally is. Just I swear they're making that game for so long, and then they're like, someone on the side was like, man, the way this game fucking renders mountains, we should just make a fucking just put some snowboards in it. And they just like made Steep.
I really want Steep to get like lower in price because it's something I'm interested in, but I don't want to spend $60 on it.
I swear Steep was like fucking $30 the other day. This shit's on sale all the time.
Yeah, I'll just keep my eyes open. I mean, it's something, obviously, I'm not going to sit down and just like invest a bunch of time into, but it's definitely one of those games that seem like, oh, I don't know what to do, I'll go play Steep, you know. So
Steep is that game. That's why I mean I don't trade in games anyway. I mean if anything I just kind of fucking buy games, play for 5 minutes, and never touch it again. So I'm the opposite. But Steep is a game that I don't think I could get rid of just because there is like this chill factor to it, all pun intended, of just like you want to play something, you want to do something interactive, or you're watching a podcast, something like that, and you just want to do something that doesn't take a whole lot of thought. You just fucking play that game. It's super chill. I'm just all pun intended.
I know something we both played in the last 3 weeks. Portal Knights.
Portal Knights, yeah. Portal Knights is awesome. It's very much like Lego Worlds, except for there's actual purpose to the progression, skill trees, and leveling and loot. It looks really good, I think, too.
No, it's super polished. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't get as far as you did. I think I only did I got to the third.
Yeah, I think I'm like level 13 or something.
Third map, but yeah. If you're just looking for something that like is in the same vein of like like Lego World or I think without the boss fight mechanic of it, I think it feels a lot like Dragon Quest Builders as well.
Yeah, I keep saying it feels like Lego World meets Cube World.
Yeah,
Cubweb?
Cubweb, yep.
So super, it's a cool game. If you're looking for something along that vein, I don't think you'd be disappointed with that one. So
it's weird because they're both really similar, and I definitely do prefer Portal Knights just because it's more of a game to me, and less of just a sandbox. But I think Lego Worlds is definitely a game that like people with like kids should get just because they'd be able to play it too. Like,
well, you can just do whatever you want.
Exactly, you can do whatever. Like that game is literally what you want it to be, and that's cool. But for me, it's also kind of a detriment because I'm like, it's the reason why I couldn't play open world racing games.
You need focus.
Yeah, I need something to fucking like. You gotta tell me to do something. Don't just be like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And I'm just like, I'm gonna go find someone to tell me what to do. But Portal Knights has enough structure to it that you can.
There's progression.
There's progression, yeah. And another thing about Portal Knights too that I appreciate is right in the beginning of the game they don't give you a tool where you can just delete parts of the world.
Right.
So I actually am finding myself building and breaking things and interacting with the world itself and not just going buy dirt, buy fucking earth. Okay, here's the thing I was looking for.
Well, it's nice to be able to make like this is my home world, and then you can actually like I started building like a workshop to put all my crafting tables and stuff in, and then anytime I need materials, I can still travel to the other worlds and grab them. But then there's home right there, and
one of the fourth or fifth planet, I actually started building up on that, like making the house look cool and shit.
Yeah, see, I haven't got there. I literally made just walls,
and
then I built
stuff.
They have a machine you can build, which literally goes this area, nothing spawns in, so you can make a safe zone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, pretty cool game.
Definitely, and I would, like I said, I prefer it over Lego World. So if you're already playing the game, you want something a little more structured, definitely check it out.
Yeah.
It's on everything.
It's on everything.
Yeah. Although on PC, I think it plays better. I played on PS4, and it played. It's fine. Don't listen to me.
Definitely, I think lends itself to you needing a mouse.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, like building type games, I prefer a mouse just because I can get more quickly pinpoint accurate.
Yeah, it's the hardest part of Dragon Quest Builders is building because you are using a joystick.
Just like when I tried Minecraft on everything, and
me too.
And anything with a fucking controller, like I'm like, oh, it's cool, you can play this. I'm glad it works, but this would literally slow me down by like 50% building shit.
Well, especially because I remember when we were playing a lot of Minecraft, like I'd go get some materials, I'd come back, and you'd have like an entire building pretty much done. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, because I already have the thing in my head, so I'm just like,
I missed my giant Pokeball.
It's on our list, so it might come up.
Every time I bring that up, fucking Josh is like, I already played Minecraft. I'm like, yeah, me too.
Not a game that ends.
When Minecraft first came out, we're kind of going off course here, but it's fine. It's Taste Cast. Fucking, you know what you're in for.
Right.
When Minecraft first came out, it was weird because everybody in their 20s loved it.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's like, this game's fucking awesome. It's like Legos for adults and all this shit. And I was on board with that. I was like, this game's fucking dope. Like you can do anything you want in this game. And now it's such a big game, but it's weird because it's been attributed to children now, which is fine because kids can play it. And I think it's awesome that kids play this in school. I would have fucking loved that.
Oh yeah.
In certain schools that do that. But now, like, I'll bring up Minecraft years later. Everybody knows what it is. Fucking, it's sold like fucking 8 billion times. More than the population on the planet. People are buying it multiple times and everything. And bring up, they're like, oh, Minecraft? I'm like, yeah, Minecraft. Minecraft is fucking, it's awesome. It's an awesome game. Like, fucking, I like how it was a fad for certain people. I'm like, it's a fucking video game. I can't think of
do that with everything, though.
I know, but I can't think of like other games that I liked at one point that I stopped liking because of the popularity. That's something that's attributed to music really bad. I liked them when they first came out. Everybody likes them now. Fuck them, which is so weird. Or like movies. Fucking, I saw that when that first came out, and then everybody saw it. Fuck it. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
Minecraft's like the only game that people do that with.
Well, it's funny too because there's a weird example. You know, obviously Pokemon Go was ginormous for a long time, and then people were like, "Oh, it's over, it's over." Well, no, it's over for the people who are there for the fad. Like they still are constantly making stuff for it, and anytime I see like any stats or anything for it, there's plenty of people still playing it. Mm-hmm. So
it's weird though because Pokemon. I mean, that's a good one you brought up because Pokemon Go was a fad game,
for sure.
And there's definitely a demographic that kept with it, which is awesome. But there's people I know who are playing it who don't play video games.
No, for sure.
They weren't there, and they weren't even really necessarily that into Pokemon or Pokemon Go. Well, it's like, who's out doing this? And that's awesome, is bringing people together. But I was like, that's not gonna last for them because they're not playing it for the game.
I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but like, it's the same thing as like people who like don't play games. They're like, I love Nintendo, I love Zelda, I love Mario.
Don't be an elitist, Chevy.
I like Mario. I like some Zeldas, and I have owned almost every Nintendo console. But it's funny when you have people who aren't into gaming at all, but they say they're gamers and they play Nintendo. That's all they do. So I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I think that when I was younger, actually. Not to get into this conversation because it could grow, but when I was younger, I used to be a little more elitist about it and be like, you're not a gamer if you fucking only play blah, blah, blah. If you put enough time into games and you enjoy them enough, you're a gamer regardless.
Sure.
But there is a little bit missing in the conversation when I go like, oh, you're into video games? Because everybody is nowadays. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, I play Mario. I'm like, oh, casual gamer.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I pull out hours into it. I'm like, I'm sure you do. That's awesome.
No, and I'm not saying they shouldn't have fun with it or blah, 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 but I hate it is like, it's almost like fashion. It's a fad thing, you know. Like I like Nintendo, you know, type thing, which is fine. Nintendo.
Well, it's recognizable. Great. It's a brand. It's a big
for
brand.
Sure.
It's like Disney.
I mean, you know, we talked about it on Tasty Tuesday, but you know, Monster Hunter is a game like we're gonna be buying, you know, Switches for. Mm-hmm. Like,
oh yeah, no, I've been eyeing that console for a while. And then that got announced. I was like, guess I'm buying one.
Yeah. I know you. Here's my purse.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's the reverse.
That was very Eddie Izzard of you.
Yeah.
Right,
That was a good back reference.
Anyways.
Yeah,
Anything else?
moral of that whole thing, fucking play what you want, fucking
for
love
sure.
it. Stop talking shit about Minecraft. It's a game, it's good. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think we covered everything of what we've been playing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what we're going to talk about originally, for full transparency, Shelby brought up what games would we like to see at E3. I was having problems thinking of games I'd like to see that aren't already going to be shown at E3 for sure. There's a couple of them that I thought of. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down a list of games that are going to be at E3. And we're going to talk about what we think about each one of them. We've done this before in prior episodes. And then at the end, we're going to talk about ones that maybe were missed on there or games that we just thought up, like fucking... Hitman's definitely not going to be there.
I think it's worth mentioning, too, that every E3 there's always... a game that isn't announced that is shown. So,
yeah, no, it was like a year or two ago when
they did God of War.
God of War, yeah, that was like, well, it's so hard to keep secrets nowadays that I'm always super stoked when there is one surprise that actually pops up.
And then Last of Us 2 as well. So,
Last of Us 2. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna record this. Hopefully, you guys will be able to see the list with us as we look through it. So yeah, this is on Digital Trends. This isn't typically a website that I go to fucking find anything for anything ever. I never even really heard of it, but it's the only website that had like a comprehensive fucking list. Most places are just like, this is who's gonna be there, and I don't care. I'm looking for games. So
I didn't have it on their wiki, huh?
I don't fucking know. It's too late now. So yeah, with that, let's get into it. So the first game on this list is Call of Duty World War II. Anticipation for that at E3, not the game itself. I mean the game itself, but
I want to see. I want to see co-op. I essentially want to see what they did with Black Ops 3. Offer a lot of game modes. With availability for multiple types of gamers, and then in the case of World War II, like you've said a million times, don't make it this hyper crazy mess. Be respectful. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to see out of this.
I'm excited to see it at E3, only because I want to see more of the game. But I mean, the game's gonna be out at the end of this month, so or not the end of this month, the end of this year. Yeah, it's hot in here. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm not like fucking, I can't wait. But yeah.
Chris is dripping with enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's his, I love World War II game space.
How many more goddamn World War II games are they going to make?
It's been forever.
This is the first in the new batch.
No batches. You get one. One a year.
How many fantasy games are they going to make?
Not enough.
Subjectivity, dog. FIFA 18, I feel like we're all on the same page on this. We're very excited.
I'm not Cody, so no.
You're not Cody. You're definitely not Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like to see them put better graphics in the FIFA games. I've actually played
have you
a couple.
seen this?
And they're okay. The facial features on them are horrible looking, but
Here's what I'm looking forward to.
Cara Delevingne, dude.
I'm looking forward to when this game comes out and Reddit just has a million glitch gifs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but nothing for E3. They're not going to show that at E3.
No.
But yeah, I'm excited for that as well. The better version, Madden NFL 18.
The Madden curse.
So as soon as they announced that Brady was going to be on the cover of this one, guess who hit me up?
No, I wonder who.
Yeah.
So
Italian
Italian Mike,
So-
or Italian Stallion, if you see this,
Be forewarned.
you can check this out at E3. So.
Just be forewarned, though, Mike, that there is what's known as the Madden curse, so that if your quarterback gets put on the cover of an NFL game like that, they usually have a really, really, really,
Bad
really
injury.
bad following year. So,
He's not worried about it if he's watching these fucking. I'll be fine.
yeah, sure, whatever.
NBA Live 18.
Sports games. So many goddamn sports games.
I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. No, I'm not. Apparently there is a Need for Speed. It's going to be shown off at E3.
That could be cool.
That could be dope. I actually like those games.
I'm curious. That's as far as I'll go with
It's a
it.
good
But what kind of Need for Speed would you like to see?
I want this is going to be not even Need for Speed oriented, but I want to see them take notes from Forza Horizon 3.
I think any arcade racer needs to take notes from Forza Horizon 3.
Because if it had the Need for Speed flair, but with the same kind of like open world structure that Forza had, I think it would be a lot of fun.
Do fucking just straight up rip them off. Be fucking
without the interruptions saying buy your DLC.
Be Need for Speed Horizon 2017 and fucking emphasize car chases, like cop chases.
Yeah, no, add that multiplayer.
Just make it like Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah,
that was the best one.
Those are was it Most Wanted back on? What was the one for PlayStation?
Hot Pursuit.
Hot Pursuit. Yeah, that was my shit. And that was a while ago, obviously, but
yeah. So take the sandbox, do the cops versus racers thing, make it to where people can play as both. Add objectives, with rewards.
And then because Forza has skill trees in Horizon 3, you could have skill trees of like cops having like nail belts across the road.
Yeah, better gadgets essentially.
Please give like a super wide variety of cars. Like I'd like to see a really dispersed selection of cars for once.
Yeah, for sure. And it's weird too because every Need for Speed, I like how we start going and fucking make our game mode. but that was good.
What do we want to see?
Exactly. Yeah. But it's really weird how Need for Speed always does, like, no matter what the theme of it is, they have a very specific type of car. They don't ever have a big roster, like, ever. It's weird. But
it might come down to licensing, too, because I know, like, Forza and Gran Turismo actually have to pay companies to have the cars.
They fucking have them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, curious about it. It looks cool. I'll be down. Battlefield 1 in the Name of the Tsar, which is not a new Battlefield. It's the new expansion coming out. It's going to be shown off at E3. Apparently, they're going to be bringing Russian soldiers in the game with maps from the Eastern Front. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm obviously, as everyone knows, huge World War II fan, World War I fan, all that shit. History buff in general, and to see a whole new group of people to play as and new weapons will be really cool to see. I also am really excited to see maps from like Russia and stuff.
Side note, one of the most recent DLCs added females in the game too.
Really?
Yeah, female soldiers.
Good.
So,
God damn it!
I love that they are supporting the crap out of this game.
Yeah.
And this game and Titanfall 2 seem to just be getting crap tons of support, and I'm super happy about that.
Well, there's one thing to notice too, E3. EA hasn't been pumping out FPSs.
Yeah.
They were for a while there. They were like trying to make Medal of Honor and all this shit. And like, you already got Battlefield. Why are you worried about Medal of Honor? If you're going to do Medal of Honor, it has to be different. It can't be this Modern Warfare shit. And it failed. So it is cool they got 2 fucking FPSs out there. One sci-fi, one more traditional shooter. This one's in World War One. And yeah, they are supporting both of them, which is fucking cool. I didn't even know this was even coming out until I just looked at this list, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. Wunderbar! So excited!
We're going to wait for this random niche game to pop up, and we're going to be like, what is that? And Chris could be like, oh my god, I've been waiting for that!
Yep.
I played the original back on fucking the Atari.
Back on my Jaguar.
Yeah.
So we're definitely in EA still. Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to be shown off. I'm actually... Okay. I saw Battlefront 1 coming out. And I was like, that game looks good graphically, but it looks kind of hollow. Played the beta. First match was like, this is a fucking free-to-play game that they want me to pay for. The most gorgeous free-to-play game ever. Then I played it more, and I'm like, this game's so fucking empty, it's stupid. Watching this, it looks like, for Battlefront 2, looks like they're going to be addressing a lot of the stuff people complain about. I'm also really curious about the single player. I hope they show that off a little bit more. Actually, I hope they don't, because I don't want to know anything about it. But the single player campaign's actually going to be in canon, so what happens in it is part of Star Wars lore, and it's about the Imperial soldiers, special elite soldiers, whatever, on Endor after the Death Star blows up in Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So it's them trying to figure out what the fuck they're going to do.
And the Ewoks?
And Luke Skywalker's in it, and he ends up talking with like the main character chick at some point in it. So this is going to be actual lore. So
well, that
curious about
At
it.
that extent, don't mess this up.
Yeah.
As long as they improve from the original game and make it feel like a full game, I would be excited for it because I was excited for Battlefront. I just didn't really offer anything.
It was so rushed though,
Yeah.
and I knew it was gonna be rushed, and then I played it. I'm like, this was rushed. Like, it's crazy.
Hopefully, they're not just banking on that Star Wars money at this point. Hopefully, they're actually worried about making a good game. So
Yeah. Excited?
No.
All right, another shooter for you
God, fucking shit.
from Nintendo. Splatoon 2, sequel to the original Splatoon that came out on Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why I forgot that. I never played it on there. I have a fucking Wii U.
I never played this either.
Goddamn Squid Kid.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, it's the sequel. We never played the original, so I wanted to play the first one,
It's supposed to be a lot of fun.
and I never did. So maybe when I do get my Switch for Monster Hunter, get my Monster Hunter Switch on.
Hopefully, they bring that special edition they're getting in Japan.
What the fuck is going on in this?
Nothing's happening in this.
Yeah.
So I've watched some people play this game, and it looks fun. They take the shooter idea, but they really
Nintendify it.
they really got creative with it. I mean, I
Yeah.
love that you like if the ink on the ground is the same color as you can go into the ink and travel faster type of thing. I love that the focus isn't on killing each other. It's more on like painting the map, but you can decommission the other players to get obviously a time advantage and stuff. It's very strategic for what I would expect from it, to be honest. So it looks cool.
One of the big things that kind of kept me from playing the original one though was there's no voice chat in the game, which I get why they did it, but I don't like that they did it. Someone's gonna say they fucked your mom. It happens. It's all over the place. But they don't want that in a Nintendo game. But at the same time, when I play a game like this, I want to be communicating with people. I don't want to just be quietly like sitting there, just like playing by myself. And then also, nobody else I knew had it, which is would have been a huge incentive for me because I like multiplayer games. But yeah, I want to see more on it. I pretty much get the gist though. It looks like a better looking version of the original, so I should probably play one of the two
With more weapons and stuff, yeah.
Chris.
Meh.
On to the next one. Chris is very excited for E3.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get some surprises.
So technically, the Nintendo ones are going to be part of, obviously, their own like live letter.
Yeah.
They don't actually show up at E3 usually.
According to digital trends, fucking they're gonna be there, but
They're doing a broadcast.
no one fucking knows anything about digital trends. Are they real?
So Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, I forgot. I started watching the video. I forgot what we were even doing. I was just like, "What is this?"
What gimmicky costume are they gonna add now?
I'm actually excited for this. I missed the old Mario 64, and this actually looks like they're kind of going back to that. The graphics look really good. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'd like to see more on it.
I'm actually with you on that. I think it does look a lot better than Mario has in a while. They really were kind of pulling a Sonic there for a while and just making a bunch of like games being like, hey, remember the retro Mario? Here, remember this? Remember that? Like, they weren't making original games so much.
It's really weird. The Wii came out, they got lazy with it. The Wii U came out, they're staying lazy.
Plateaued, yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking Switch comes out, which is a better console than the last two. They released Zelda, which is the best Zelda in a long time. And where Zelda should have went a long time ago. They finally did it, so they got their shit together. And now they're making a fucking Mario game that they should have did a while ago. It's big, it's huge, there's all these cool different locations and shit. Like, Nintendo just got their shit together finally. It's fucking crazy. So I'm excited for it.
It looks like a nice game for a Mario game. Graphics-wise, it's very well done.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I was never a big fan of Mario 64.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before, which blows my mind.
Yeah. That's like the fucking pinnacle for me of like that era of platformers. That and like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff. That's fair. I mean, I actually, not to fucking be like, I support people not liking Nintendo things, but like it's nice every once in a while to hear somebody go like, I wasn't really into that, because when it comes to Nintendo shit, everybody's just like, I love it so much.
Yeah, right.
Nobody didn't care for Mario 64.
Even though I didn't play it, I saw someone else play it. I love it so much. Mario!
Yeah, Mario 64 is probably the last one I liked. So
Yeah. ARMS, which is that fighting game.
It's all it is it's the launch game for the Switch, and it's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out just redone with super crazy spring arms. That's all this is.
it has
Does that excite you?
competitive
No.
multiplayer though, which will be good for some people.
Does that excite you? No. I read a thing on IGN recently, or not recently, like a month or two ago. That was talking about how ARMS is actually a lot more than it looks. I guess there's a lot more to it. So I'm excited to see more on it. I got the gist. I know what it is pretty much. So like I'm not excited to see it at E3 or whatever the fuck they do. But I want them to show something that's gonna show me more than they've already shown, because as of right now I'm interested in it, but like I want them to show me something and be like, whoa, that's fucking really cool.
It's Wii Sports Boxing 2.0.
Yeah, kind of.
I guess I'm just kind of in the we'll wait and see, because appearance-wise, it looks neat. I'd probably have fun watching people play it. It's one of those games, you'd have some people over do a little like party game type thing with, but I don't think it's something I could like sink time into. So I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Man, my laptop's pissed right now. State of Decay 2, sequel to the original one that I actually liked, but and this is an exclusive to Xbox, so that's something to take note of. I like the first one, but they originally said it was supposed to be multiplayer. They never released it, and then when it was brought up later that they could just add it, they're like, we're not adding it. So I was like, that sucks. The game was cool. So yeah, with this, I'm hoping when they show it off, they'll first off show multiplayer. That would get me interested in it. But I think what's really interesting about State of Decay is like the whole DayZ thing is kind of it's not on its way out, but it's definitely lowered itself. Mm-hmm. It's not as big as it was. So it's really interesting to see them spending the time to make State of Decay 2. I'm curious about it.
Yeah, but how many of these type games do you have for console versus PC?
I don't know. I have them all on PC, and I don't know if I have any on. I have fucking Dead Rising, but that's not the same.
Yeah. I think it's a hard sell for me. It would have to really offer something for me to be interested, but not that I think it looks bad. I think it actually does look like a good game. I know it's not my type of game.
It's like the State of Decay was kind of like a streamlined version of like DayZ.
Mm-hmm.
Never played it. I never played State of Decay, so I don't know.
Sounds like you don't even want to talk about it. Let's move on to the next one.
I don't
I think you just trailed off. We're done talking about that.
I don't know. I've never played it, so I can't have a strong opinion about it either way.
Are you curious to see anything on it
I don't even know what it is.
Zombie game, third-person zombie game. Yeah. Next game is PS4 and Switch.
And
game.
PC.
And PC. A new Harvest Moon, apparently.
Fuck yes!
So Light of Hope.
What I think is interesting about this statement here at the bottom is it says it's the first Harvest Moon to appear on PC. Yeah. And I guarantee that's because how well... oh my god, I lost the name. Stardew Valley did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guaranteed. And it's the only reason I think they're even going to make this on consoles, because Harvest Moon still comes out, but it's always on DS.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. The first thing I thought of with this was like Stardew Valley did so well. Like
so well.
Harvest Moon, like why wouldn't they make one? That's the whole reason Stardew Valley was fucking made.
Mm-hmm.
Is because they weren't making them really. So like yeah, seeing it on like actual consoles and PC, I'm actually really really curious about this. I'm not super excited for it, but I'm not a huge fan of Harvest Moon.
I love old Harvest Moon games, and it's kind of exciting to see that they're going back to the SNES style.
Yeah. Stardew Valley.
I want, if it's good, it's awesome. I'd love to see more of this come out anyways. I love this kind of stuff. It's usually good for me to just kind of crack out on for a week or two. I usually do everything while doing it, and I have a fun time with it. So I hope it's good. You seem excited.
So you're not into it?
No, I hate it.
Did you have Stardew Valley?
No.
Oh my god.
Nope.
That game is amazing. Nope. You should get that one.
It's just another game I have to buy for my Switch.
Ooh. Oh yeah, it's going out for Switch.
Probably would. Well, it makes it portable.
Yep.
I was gonna say I was probably buying a
And
PC.
and I'm a nanny, so taking it with me, it's gonna be like, hey, go play outside. I'm gonna sit here.
That's probably actually a good sell on Switch.
Yeah, I will say as soon as you said portable, I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's multiplayer.
Make it so that when we're in conjunction with each other with our Switches, we can visit each other's farms.
That'd be cool.
Dope as hell.
I doubt they're gonna take any hints from Animal Crossing in that regard. Harvestman's always been single player.
They need to change that.
I agree,
Dragon Quest builders.
but I don't think Natsume is a
not like Dragon Quest.
big name company who's going to.
Let me
Make
marry a
huge
boy,
changes.
and I'll be fine with your game.
If you can't,
I'll be
Cannon Stardew
not
Valley.
fine with it.
I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, that makes sense. You can still play it.
Yeah, I'd still play. I mean, can't recall any of the other Harvest Moons where you can marry someone of the same sex.
You can do that. In
You can
Stardew Valley,
live
can't
with
you?
them,
Yeah.
but you can't marry them.
Okay.
Yeah, Stardew Valley you can, and I believe you can also adopt a kid.
Get with the times.
Seems like they're trying to.
Oh God.
Next, Assassin's Creed. We have a generic picture of. Is that the new one? Is that a leaked? Sent a promotional email to fans confirming the next entry of the series. Oh,
That's like a Nordic shield.
yeah.
It's Norse.
Yeah, that's a
That's got to be a leak or
it's a
something.
camera.
Yeah. Huh. Well, if that's true, what do you guys think about another Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's
You
Creed
excited to see it at E3?
Skyrim edition.
I don't think at this point for Assassin's Creed changing the theme is going to help the series.
No.
It really needs to bring new gameplay elements.
Yeah. That's what I was writing on for so long was like the idea of where it's going to be at, and that is an exciting aspect.
Sure.
But when the gameplay is the same over and over and over again, you stop caring about it.
Yeah, so make it not stale, and I don't have a problem with Assassin's Creed. I'm just tired.
This isn't even. I'm gonna say this, and you've already thought of this, and you've heard everybody fucking already say this. Where the fuck is the Japanese Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
It
weird.
makes
It's
so
weird.
much sense. It's stupid. It shouldn't have been the first game, but like the third game should have been in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect. Fucking ninjas,
Ninjas.
man.
Yeah.
Like,
Even in China, you can have
Sure.
assassins. They had assassins like that too.
where the fuck's any of the Asian fucking Assassin's Creeds, man?
Didn't they do a mobile game for China?
Oh God, don't tell me they did.
pretty
I
sure
think
they
they
did.
did a mobile one for China or Japan. It's one of the
It was
two.
China.
But yeah, like what a wasted fucking like. And now I'm seeing this and like
That's all Europe.
Norse
That one
shit.
America.
Norse shit's cool or whatever, and that could work with like the story or whatever. But you could fucking branch. You can change shit up anyway.
fucking
Branch out
story anymore?
Yeah. With this, what they're going to do is they're going to take the assets from Black Flag, where you had the shipbuilding stuff. And I guarantee if it's Norse, they're going to implement that into this. You're going to have some sort of Viking rowboat, Norse ship that you're going to pillage other villages with.
Yeah, they'll probably put an emphasis on like pillage and plunder type shit.
But if it is a new mechanic, it could make
Which
it
would be
fresh.
cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is just them going from fucking For Honor and going like, well, people really like that Viking shit.
I liked the Japanese stuff.
Yeah, me too. Where the fuck is the Japanese Assassin's Creed? That'd be dope.
I'd like to see a Pacific Islander style
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed?
Creed. That'd be pretty dope.
That'd be kind of cool. The only thing with that though is the scale. Like how I don't know. You could probably do it, but I think like a feudal Japan would be really neat because it'd be really neat to change the landscape
Yeah.
and change the architecture.
I mean, like Maori, the Maori from like New Zealand would be really cool because New Zealand's pretty big. It's about the size of Japan, and it's got that tropical atmosphere that hasn't really been explored too much in Assassin's Creed. I mean, you get a little bit in Black Flag, but not too strong. It's mostly cityscapes and things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you'd be jumping through trees a lot though.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
with yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about certain areas like that, and have to obviously be about colonization or something because I don't know who the enemy would be at that point. But yeah, change it up a bit. Like yeah, put it fucking somewhere new. But I'm stuck on Japan. I think it really needs to be in Japan. I want to run around on fucking old Japanese castles and use ninja stars and all that typical bullshit. Make his ninja thing have a fucking like the hawk hood thing going on. Everyone's favorite game, Destiny 2. It's going to be at E3. Big surprise. Are we excited?
No.
No.
Me neither.
Because after the announcement, they started kind of talking about like the game itself in certain aspects, and it just literally sounds like more of the same.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is the same game.
Yeah,
I think it's the other half of the game.
yeah. No.
I think they made Destiny and they cut it in half, like Kill Bill.
Oh God.
Kill Bill's gonna be a 3-hour movie, and then they're like,
They're,
oh, it's
even,
too
they're
long.
even bringing like the weapons from the first game and everything. Like they're just not even trying to make like new. And I'm whatever. I'm done with that one.
Not excited for it. If they show it off and they show something like hugely new, so like almost a whole new game, which it is, a whole new game, then yeah, maybe I'll get excited. But that's not going to happen, so I'm not excited for it.
It'll take more than that for me. I'll have to actually see people playing the game and see the content extent before I'll even consider looking at it.
Yeah,
for sure.
but that's not going to stop it because people love Destiny still somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A lot of older people too. I always hear like people in their 40s and 50s are playing it. So good for them. I'm glad they're liking it. God of War.
Yes.
Me too.
100%.
Me too. God of War.
That trailer they did, was it last E3?
Papa War.
I can't remember if it was last E3 or the one before that, but pretty sure it was last E3. I'm not a God of War fan. That game looks amazing.
I will have to get rid of that advertisement. I'm not trying to fucking advertise for anybody. Yeah, no, I when I first saw it, I was like, God damn it, I'm really interested in a God of War game because they changed it up so much. So I want to see more on it. It looked really fucking cool. I want to see gameplay, more gameplay or whatever. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm intrigued, for sure.
Anything else? No?
No.
Papa Bless. All right. That's H3. I don't want you talking about that shit on here. Middle Earth, Shadow of War. The sequel to Shadow of Mordor.
So, I thought the first game was neat, but while playing it, I didn't feel compelled to continue playing it. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this game can address that for at least my attention span. They're probably not going to sway away from the original game too much, though, because people absolutely loved it. So I'm not super excited for this. Hopeful, but
I'm optimistically curious on it. I played the first one. I just ran around, killed all the bosses constantly, and didn't really do anything else important just because I liked that mechanic of it. I like that this one has the ally system doing the same thing. That's going to be neat. The thing that is intriguing about this one for me, though, because like I said, the last game, like you said pretty much, the last game was cool. It was just weak in certain departments. Didn't make me compelled to want to continue through it. This one is not stuck in Mordor anymore. So this is actually going to be like a Middle Earth game.
okay.
So they're going to see like actual forest locations and shit. This is something that's exciting for me. Because one thing about the Mordor setting, which was neat at the time, is you got to explore Mordor. But at the same time, thematically, it's just a shit show. It's it's just ugly, fucking muddy, dirty place. And after a while, I'm like, yeah, I get it. This place is fucking gross. So being able to explore more of Lord of the Rings universe will be cool. So I'm excited to see that.
I'll confess to polite interest in the game.
Yeah,
That's about it.
that's good for you.
So far, yeah.
Harvest Moon so far has been your most anticipated.
Biggest one, yeah.
It tells a lot about you. All these high-profile games are like Harvest Moon. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity.
Give it to me.
Infinite.
Give it to me now.
Okay, there's one you're excited for.
Say we're gonna be switched on this one because I could care less about the series.
I love these games.
I will literally forget this is coming out, and I'm gonna forget it's gonna be at E3. My anticipation doesn't exist. My knowledge of this game doesn't exist because it's probably like the sixth one of the same, like with more costumes and one new character or something.
Fourth one.
Close enough.
Technically sixth, give or take.
What do you want to see from this one?
Yeah,
I would like to see a
a
variety of roster in the game. Instead of having like the simple same characters over and over again from Marvel vs. Capcom, I'd like to see some more unique characters brought into it. I know that there's a lot of dispute between Marvel and Fox about who owns the rights to certain characters, so it's really hard. They're talking about not bringing any of the X-Men characters into this game because of those right disputes.
Oh, it's lame.
But I would like to see one of my favorite Marvel characters, the Scarlet Witch, put in the game. They put Doctor Strange in the last one, so it wouldn't be too far off, too hard for them to implement the Scarlet Witch into it. I know that the core basis of the game, the villain is Ultron, and the main villain from Mega Man, Sigmund, or whatever his name is. Sigma.
I don't know.
They fuse together and they make one person, and their whole goal is to eradicate organic life.
Okay.
That's what you get from the trailer so far. Please bring back Rogue. She was one of my favorite characters. Favorite characters in the Marvel vs. Capcom games to play as. And Psylocke, again, an X-Men, I know. Darkstalker characters would be really nice to bring the wider variety of Darkstalker characters they have, instead of like the simple Morgana, which is like almost all they ever have is Morgana.
And Felicia?
And Felicia, yeah. Please bring in a wider variety. You have a good roster there to look through.
And I'm not a fan of these, but it's really a bummer that the cinematic universe has caused issues with the game.
Yeah.
It really seems stupid to me that Marvel can't have that be a separate entity. It's not like this game is going to be canon or anything. It's a fighting game. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's unfortunate because I do remember watching Rob and Danny play a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
And they both played X-Men characters in their rosters. So, yeah.
I'm gonna take you for a ride, dude.
That's two.
That's
Look, it's Chris.
Most people played.
Oh, hello, Chris. Yeah, I don't get excited for any Capcom fighters anymore.
No. What about what's her name from Resident Evil 5? Chris. It was Chris. Sheva. I'd like to see Sheva put in the game.
Sheva!
Because they had Jill, they had Chris, and they had Wesker. And then they added the fucking big guy from 3. The bad guy. Nemesis. He was a playable character.
Nemesis.
Why do I know all the names? I don't play Resident Evil.
Oh.
I don't know. There's a huge list of characters they can draw from, and they just keep putting the same characters in over and over and over again. Please diversify.
Weren't they putting the fucking
Street Fighter 5?
Yin and Yoon. I would love to have them back in.
Why don't they have like a hunter in there?
A hunter?
Yeah, from Resident Evil.
Like
Monster?
Yeah.
Well, in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Jill could summon zombies and like zombie dogs, zombies, and birds to attack.
Well, that's cool, but I wouldn't want to fight as those. But like, if you were like a hunter, it would make sense because they're humanoid, they're really buff, and they're fucking huge. I wouldn't say like a licker because that thing's on the ground, so it'd be weird to be kicking at its head. But yeah. Next game, Spider-Man. There's a new Spider-Man game coming out. It's gonna be at E3
By Insomniac Games.
by Insomniac Games.
I am keeping my eye on this one because I want it to be good. I want a good Spider-Man game, and
Like Spider-Man 2.
Insomniac does platformers already, so I don't know.
The high profile of who's making it makes me curious about it. If it was just a Spider-Man game, there's been so many bad ones after Spider-Man 2 came out that I'm just like, eh.
Well, it's not even supposed to be attached to the movie stuff at all. It's supposed to just be a game.
Like I'm curious about it. I want to see like this. I think is supposed to be like gameplay, but I'd like to see like actual someone playing a gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just make the web slinging really cool. Make like going through town, doing that fucking awesome, and the combat cool.
Large scale on the boss fights, stuff like that.
Don't make me run 40 miles per hour inside a building because that was really fucking stupid feeling in Spider-Man 3.
Please stay close to the comic book character depictions instead of like the Rhino from the new movie where he's this big fucking metal suit bullshit thing. Like stay closer to the original source.
Yeah, that's Paul Giamatti. Fucking. If they do that, are you curious about it showing up at E3? You want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember when they announced it, I was like, oh man, that looks kind of cool actually.
Yeah.
So.
Sonic Mania. They have 2 Sonic games coming out.
Only 2?
Well, as of right now, I'm sure in a week they'll have 5 more. I believe Sonic Mania is kind of like I don't remember.
So that's Sonic Adventures.
Yeah.
Apparently this is relatively new for all 3 of us.
Yeah, I think this is the one. No, it's Forces that you get to make your own character.
Yes.
They really just don't want to show this game.
Unless it is literally just the
I was
old
gonna
games.
say, watch it just be a. Oh, now it's a new 2D adventure, just done in old. Okay. Is it
Sonic
like?
Mania, the nostalgia-fueled remix that features classic Sonic levels, was due out this spring, but Sega pushed it back to sometime this summer. With an exact launch date unknown, E3 seems like the time we would get to find, or we will find out. Unless Mania gets pushed back again, we won't have to wait. Okay, so it's a nostalgia game.
Yep.
I'm more interested in this than I would be for most Sonic games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not super pumped for it just because Sonic doesn't do anything for me. I mean, like. What he does for me is inspires me to draw weird pictures of him, and I'm working on a painting right now, also of Sonic. That's what Sonic does for me. Other than that, I want to see more. Maybe I'm curious.
So this is almost like a remaster of the old Sonic games.
Yeah.
With new levels and features and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah.
Not for $60.
No.
Yeah. No, that's where it's at for me too.
All right.
Yeah. Polite interest.
Yeah. Sonic Forces we already covered and watched a little bit of, but this is the one where you get to make your own character. Oh no, we actually got rid of that episode though.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That episode disappeared because that was a weird episode. But yeah, so we didn't cover it on the channel. It's a Sonic game, 3D Sonic game where you're gonna be able to play as new Sonic and classic Sonic, and you're gonna be able to make your own avatar, which has actually quite a bit.
Pretty expansive.
Pretty big customization. You were actually pro it, which was interesting. I also was. Josh was negative
I
as
think
fuck
Josh was the only one who was against it.
about it. Yeah, he's pretty just like, oh, fucking sucks, bye. And he walked out the door and slammed it. Yeah, I'm curious to see more on it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely curious.
Yeah,
because I think they got some neat ideas, and it would be cool if they could actually like bring life back to Sonic, even though I've given up on that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they could do it, that'd be cool. I think customization is usually a good way to go if you're kind of lost, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because now you're kind of giving us some control of
Yeah.
our liking of the game. Now I can interact with the game in a way that I might like. Yeah, I agree. Them trying anything new is good. Don't just redesign the characters and make a shitty game.
Yeah.
Like, just
Boom.
add features.
Yeah.
So, yeah, curious about it. Keep saying curious. I mean, these are really fucking... I mean, God of War looks... I'm really excited for
awesome.
that. Sea of Thieves, I am also excited to see more of because so
I want
far...
something to play on my Xbox.
and so far, I've only seen, minimal of the game. I know you hang out on a ship and it can sink and
You can have crews with your friends. You can go look for treasure. You can fight other players. You can explore.
I just want to see this in practice. I want to see that. This is why I'm excited for E3 is because I want to see.
No, for sure.
Gameplay of it.
I want this to be good because it's such a cool idea. Because there's so many like 2D versions of these games, and you don't ever see like fully like 3D version like this. And
This looks like it could be fun.
it's refreshing.
Yeah.
And like as you said earlier, give me something to play on my Xbox. I mean, that'd be. I could see myself if it's in practice, if it's good in practice. I could see this being something I sink time into. So, I don't know. I really want it to be good.
You can get a cannonball on the side of the ship, and water will fill up the ship, and you have to patch it up. It's like a better version of Wings of Icarus.
Yeah.
So it's Pirate Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I think it looks cool.
I'm excited for it. Yeah.
The pirate thing isn't so
That
much
looks
like the
fun as
selling
fuck.
point as much as just like, seems very ambitious.
It is. It's a cool idea.
So-
The pirate thing does actually excite me though, just because like I don't care about pirates, and I'm like, oh, I love pirates. But I think like for a multiplayer game, the idea of big pirates looking for shit on islands and taking care of the ship and shooting out of the ships like that, I think that'd be really fun.
What was that game on Steam that I played for a while? It was Wind
I'm
something.
really intrigued by the engine because that's really impressive.
Yeah.
That ships will sink like that.
Wind.
Oh, capsized.
Yeah. That's a really shallow fucking pool there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
To drive around in.
There's the game on PC that's you get to buy different boats, go to ports, get missions. You can escort people.
Windward?
Windward. Yep.
Yeah.
That game is a lot of fun, and I
It
haven't
was
played
fun,
it
yeah.
since they've added stuff to it at this point. So I would like to revisit it. But once again, it's 2D. It's over the top, perspective and stuff like that. this, and I remember like not really knowing anything about that game, and then I just played it for like a couple days just nonstop. I think that is a genre that definitely can be expanded. So
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And you're
theme of the episode, unless it starts with
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Infinite. Hellblade, the Senua, is the new game by Ninja Theory. I'm actually we're gonna check this out in a sec, but without even seeing the game, I am curious to see this at E3. I want to see it just because Ninja Theory is Andy Serkis's company, and so the mocapping will probably be great. And they did, oh god, what was that? Journey to the West. Oh no, I forgot the name of it. It's him and some chick, and he's like a monkey dude. It's based off, pretty much. Yeah. He has a staff. Yeah, but it's got a different name though. It's a video game. It's really good. I liked it a lot. So after playing that, I want to see more of things like that because it's really cinematic. Has really cool stuff going on.
You know what's funny about this game?
Huh.
They first announced it right around the time I think PlayStation came out, actually, the PS4. And I remember the original trailer, and I was like, that's really disappointing looking. And that was my first thought.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that.
And then the last E3, they showed it again. I was like, wow, it looks a lot better
yeah,
than it originally came out.
I remember when we first watched it, we were like, what the fuck is that?
So this actually looks kind of cool.
Another Norse game. That's what it says. Norse and Celtic mythology.
I'll say it's definitely like a mythology thing. It's the trailer was weird.
Yeah.
So, but
they also say it's an independent AAA game, so that's an interesting way to put it. I already assumed it'd be AAA though, because the last couple games they've made have been really good looking games. What was that game that they made on PS3 that Rob really liked? Something Blade. You played a chick. She had like
Heaven's Blade. Heavenly Blade.
Heaven Sword.
Heavenly Sword.
Heavenly Sword.
Yeah. I wasn't huge on that, but Rob really liked it. Apparently, a lot of people really liked it.
It was fun. It was a one-time play type thing, though, which this looks like it might be as well. But, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, like, even though you've played it more than once, Last of Us is one of those, like, you know, kind of designed to be just played through as a story. So.
So, do anything for me, but I'm excited to see gameplay. Hopefully, they show gameplay.
Yeah,
it'd be intriguing to see.
Yeah,
and it might show up on the list here. But what happened to that game where you're a martial artist against other martial artists?
What?
Everyone wears masks in the trailer, and it's just it's like you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, do you? I don't have my phone. Okay, go ahead.
We'll figure it out. Knack 2.
I kind of feel the same way on that one.
Look, another launch game for a console that's being redone.
It's reminiscent of them trying to bring back like the mascot of the console type thing. And I
didn't realize he was the mascot of the console.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Like, there used to be, you know, Mario was the mascot of Nintendo, you know, and then,
double the fucking knack.
And then Crash Bandicoot for a while, you know, for Sony and stuff like that. And
yeah, I mean, this Knack was a launch title for the PS4, and I think it was a fair one because it gave people a kid-friendly platformer type game.
They showed off, you know, the system.
And it showed off the power of the engine because Knack is made of multiple particles, so like when he gets hit, he fucking just flies all over the place like Vector Man. Except for not as bad, because Vector Man fucking blows. I went back and played it, it's awful.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, it's shitty, like it's weird. Because I remember liking that game. I'm not excited for it, if I'm going to be honest, but I hope somebody is, because I want Knack to do well.
Who's going to be excited about that?
Just fucking someone who played Knack. I don't know, but I want someone to be, because I think Knack was okay for like a certain audience, and I think this one is expanding it. It's 2-player. That's double the Knack. That's double the particles. So obviously the engine got a little better. Showed them both sitting in a vehicle doing some shit. It reminds me of like Goemon.
Prove me wrong in the comments. Tell me that you're excited about this game and why.
People barely comment anyway.
Don't discourage them.
I want one person to actually just comment and prove you wrong. That'd be
Do
good.
it. Do it.
It's not going to happen, but do it. Days Gone, absolutely. Very excited for this. This is that like 1,000 zombies
On the
chasing
screen.
you.
Oh, that game
Game.
was dope.
Yeah. I want to see more on this. That's in fact when they showed it at E3, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, I want to see more on this. So hopefully we see more on
It
it.
looks terrifying to me.
Too stressful for me.
I just like that there's so many fucking zombie games out there, and the one thing they're doing that's different than other zombie games is they're just overflowing the place with zombies, so you're constantly running. And I like that idea because you kind of have to be, on your shit and like looking for things to jump on and use and
you gotta
set
be aware of
traps.
like all of your surroundings, not just the direction you're going, because the zombies take alternate routes to get to you. Just kind of like get
it
around
showed
you.
flanking and stuff like that, which it's just it's an exciting, different type of zombie game. So yeah, definitely excited to see more on this.
I'd love to have multiplayer in it.
I'd love multiplayer to be in every game, so I'm with you on that.
I am excited to see it, and then when it comes out, I am excited to watch you play it.
So I'll play with you if it's multiplayer.
Fuck yeah.
That'll be me on the back of the bike.
You can sit on the back if you want. So yeah, we're all excited for it. It seems like interested to see more on it. NBA 2K18.
After seeing his feet on the internet, I don't think anybody wants to play this game anymore.
His feet are on the internet?
He just showed his feet, and his big toe is like massive, and it curls into the rest of his toes. It's horrifying.
I'll be doing this.
It's horrifying.
Shackfoot.
It literally just popped up. Look at that! Oh! I'm sorry.
Hey dude, this is the Taste Cast. Fucking, we're just chilling.
I don't like feet to begin with.
I don't
But
either.
Basketball.
Look at that!
Basketball Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal showed off what is inside his size 22 shoes this week, horrifying basketball fans everywhere.
I saw someone comment saying that his big toe was dabbing.
Ew, yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now I'm done with that.
Oh, I need to get a good look at this. Oh my god. It's like crippled. It's like fucking...
It's like his shoes were too small the whole time. Like he needs an even bigger size shoe.
Yeah, it's insane. Well, if you look at it, his toe is fucking really long.
Mm-hmm.
Not in proportion with the rest of his foot.
No. So anyway...
Yeah. So anyway, next game. Crackdown. Crackdown 3 gameplay trailer. Yeah, E3. Excited for
Another
still thinking of
Crackdown,
that fucking toe.
You're welcome.
No, on this one for me.
I'm excited to see it. Whether it's gonna be good or bad, and whether I'm excited for the game itself.
It's
I'm excited
futuristic.
I'm excited to see it because I want it to be good, and cause it's a fucking Xbox exclusive. I want it to be good.
I enjoyed the first one actually for what it was.
Second one's garbage. First one was good. I like the first one.
So I'll be interested to see how it plays out. I probably won't buy it launch day, but I'll wait for reviews to come back on to see how good it is.
What I'm really worried about this game, though, is I feel like it's been so long since the first two were conceptualized that I feel like they're just gonna make the first one again with better graphics.
Yeah.
And it needs to be like a sequel with more to it and new shit. I like all this stuff looks great graphically, but I don't want it to be fucking Crackdown 1 with better graphics.
Right.
They already said that you're gonna be able to destroy buildings though, which is fucking insane.
Interesting.
But that doesn't really excite me. I am excited to see it at E3. I want to see more. I want them to show me you want this game. Very excited for the new Uncharted. I'm a little worried just because it's not the same team that worked on the original Uncharted.
So now they're working on the other game.
Yeah, which is the one I want. But yeah, anything Naughty Dog, I'm excited for, and I love the Uncharted series. So yeah, I'm super excited to see more of this at E3.
So this is a spin-off.
Yeah,
starring
you play as
Chloe
Chloe.
and Nadine.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they said and if you've beaten Uncharted 4, you'll know that the story's over. But there's still room for that universe to expand. And it's cool because when they originally were like, there's a new Uncharted game, I was like, how? And then it showed them, I was like, oh.
Do you think that this is kind of like their test to see that if Uncharted players were willing to see someone else than Nathan Drake take the reins of the Uncharted series? And possibly see if it does well enough that they will continue using Chloe as the main character for a side series?
I think they know for sure. Well, first off, I forgot her name,
Nadine?
She is underutilized in 4. She was a really interesting character, so I'm glad to see her come back. That's really cool. they know this game's going to sell, but I do agree they absolutely are testing the waters because sadly in the gaming industry, and it's getting better now, but if you slap a girl in the case of a game, it doesn't sell as much. There's a certain idea that people have when they look at a case of a game or the idea of a game that they need to see something that pulls them in, and girls don't do that for certain people. So it's not
had 2 PlayStation exclusive games actually break past that.
Horizon Zero Dawn
and Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Or Last of Us.
Well, Last of Us. And Naughty Dog made Last of Us. They, in fact, somebody said, we need, oh God, what's his name? Joel, thank you. And we need Joel in the cover. And they're like, when Ellie's a main character, she's going to be on the case. Not only is she on the case, she's on the fucking front of it.
Yeah.
So, and Last of Us is amazing. They sold it just fine. So, if anyone's going to do this and not really get hit with that, shitty stigma, it's going to be Naughty Dog. So,
well, and the Uncharted name isn't tarnished at all. So
no, not at all.
That name could be on the case, and they could put whatever the hell they want on the case, and I think people would still buy it right now.
As an Uncharted fan, so hypothetically they do go through with that, and they make a whole series of games about her doing basically the same thing Nathan Drake did. Would you buy and play them? If it played almost identical to all the other games?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even need to watch this. You just tell me it's coming, I'm going to buy it.
I've actually read people...
I actually think it's really smart, not to cut you off, hold up for a second.
Yeah.
I think it's really smart that they're even continuing this because the idea of treasure hunting while climbing on shit and kind of spelunking, the story doesn't allow with Nathan Drake anymore. And I love that they ended it in a really good way, but I'm still not done with that. So them taking characters who would still be doing that and making them main characters is interesting because Chloe is a darker character than Nathan Drake is. I mean, Nathan Drake has alone been responsible for the deaths of like 1 million people, but so he's a goddamn murderer. But there's something about Chloe and her world that's more criminal-like. So I think you're going to see a lot more interesting differences in this Uncharted than you would have saw with the more morally driven scoundrel type that's Nathan Drake. So that'll be it's interesting.
Yeah. The thing I was going to say was when they first announced this, I remember reading comments, and a lot of people said actually that she was a smart choice. So.
No, definitely. I agree. Because a lot of people are like, oh, make it about like like fucking Sully or Nathan Drake's brother or whatever. And I was just like, the brother thing, it kind of makes sense, and I kind of thought that might be a way they might go, just because Troy Baker's the shit right now. So I mean, he fucking lock him in, make more games. But he's already in Last of Us. But Sully doesn't work because he's too old, and like you're just assuming he just needs to go fucking hang out in Cabo and fucking do nothing.
Right.
Get drunk.
Cigars and alcohol.
Yeah, but there's still life in like Chloe, and I think Nadine was a character that was not utilized very well in the 4th game. So this I think will be a really cool expansion of the lore, and not to be this dude, but fucking 2 female characters. That's awesome. Like, what game does that? It'd be cool dynamic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of like buddy dude games and shit.
Right.
So, yeah. So super excited. And yes, I will buy this game instantly. Lawbreakers, I'm already sold on it. I'm actually surprised it's even coming to E3.
First-person shooter, hooray!
I'm excited for it. It looks cool.
I'm sure.
Done by Cliff Bleszinski. I'm sure. I am. But yeah, it being shown at E3, just fucking put it out. Put a beta out, put an alpha out, whatever. I just want to play it.
Is it the Predator? What the fuck was that?
That was the Predator.
Look at Soldier 76. Granny 76.
So for me, I think it's a neat looking game, and I probably would enjoy watching people play it, but I haven't seen anything that makes me want to buy it personally. So
This literally looks like a grittier version of Overwatch.
Yeah, but it's more, when you watch the gameplay, it's actually more of an arena shooter, which Overwatch owes so much to Cliff Bleszinski and Unreal. So it's kind of hard for me to get behind that, because like Pharah, her whole archetype and all her weapons are based off Unreal type games.
Or
just
Quake.
Or Quake, yeah. And I mean, they created that. So it's kind of hard to go and do that.
Don't start being the guy who starts going, well, Blizzard did that.
Oh, no. But it just looks like a gritty version.
Yeah, the gameplay is more arena shooter. At first, I thought they were kind of going after that Overwatch thing, but it's definitely an arena shooter. I mean, the emphasis on the game is anti-gravity type stuff.
Okay.
There's a lot of characters that fly, use grappling hooks, double jump, rocket boost, and shit. I mean, with this coming out and the new Quake coming out and the new Unreal coming out, I think we got arena shooters coming back. So I'm excited for it. That's my shit.
As far as like Overwatch goes with this game, the only like comparison that besides it being a shooter that I could even draw would be like the bright, vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it looks like when I first watched, I was like, this is totally from the guy who made Unreal.
Yeah.
And that's
It's just people in the arena fucking shoot each other, double jumping, killing each other, grabbing like flags like that. That's just a classical arena shooter. But this only shows so much. So I'm excited to see it, but not at E3. I don't care. I already won it, so no interest. FPS.
Nah, FPS is...
Absolver. I don't know what this is.
Is this it? This is the martial arts game.
Perfect. Slow Clap recently announced that Absolver, the martial arts-oriented adventure game, will arrive on PS4 and PC August 29th.
I say this game looks cool.
Like Ubisoft did with sword fights in For Honor, Absolver looks to shake up hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, I remember this now instantly. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of this. I mean, I'm seeing more right now, and I'm actually pretty interested. I just hope it doesn't have a fucking weird combat system. Make an intricate one, but don't make it too involved, man.
Less rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I'm not into it. Like,
yeah, don't do rock, paper, scissors.
I want to feel the fight and not the mechanic of the fight.
And I would like to see, and this is just personal, but obviously I like customization of characters, but I would really like to see adherence to realistic, real-life fighting styles and not just some like weird composite you made up for the game. Like, I got nothing against MMA fighting, but like I'm tired of seeing it. I want to see something more along the lines of like old kung fu movies where this one guy's like, "Oh, I'm the master of Eagle Style. Oh, Eagle Style. Oh, I got Viper."
It looks like that.
It seems like that, yeah.
I'll say it definitely looks like it's going for martial art feel. So
Yeah.
Shaolin Fist and Drunken Boxing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this at E3 though. Hopefully they show off something that kind of. I mean, this got shown off already, so. But yeah, I think it looks cool. Yeah, but that's
The stances.
as long as it's fluid and works quickly. That's all that matters, man. I really hate the sluggish feel of.
Did you see
For
that?
Honor.
Up and diagonal to change your stance, your attacks you're doing.
well, we'll see. I don't know. I was pretty hopeful for For Honor, and though I don't think it's a bad game,
Oh no, it's not a bad game at all.
I didn't enjoy playing it. So hopefully this can answer that. Plus, I think the style of this game is cooler for me.
This, just from that scene right there, what it is you're pressing directions to
change stances.
yeah, you're not pressing like button combinations. It's memorizing direction patterns to change
More like
moves.
a fighting game.
Yeah, and here it's showing that you can customize your
Combos.
moves. So, which is kind of cool. I'm curious about it. I'm excited to see more of it.
I'm interested for sure.
South Park Fractured Butthole.
Okay.
What?
So the play on words is brilliant in this one.
Sure, absolutely.
I'm curious about this game in general, but for E3, I mean, this isn't even going to be on my radar.
No.
Yeah, as far as E3 goes, I know enough about this game.
Yeah.
The first one was awesome.
I never played it.
So I didn't beat it. I should, because I guess it's only like 12 hours long.
I'm not a big South Park fan.
Really?
No.
It's interesting.
Yeah, interesting is a good word. I was going to say, I liked it at first, and then it got a little stale, and then they got really good with their formula. And, yeah.
What's this? 6 years long.
E3 is a multiple day event.
Well, so is this fucking Tasty Cast. We're going to be here for a couple days. Detroit Become Human. Very excited to see more of this. Yep. This is Quantic Dream's new game. The guys who did Origami Killer.
Talking something Rain, right?
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain. Beyond. Ellen Page.
Yeah, Ellen Page.
And yeah, they make good games.
Indigo Prophecy.
Indigo Prophecy, which is dope. But this one looks really cool. Looks like there's a lot of different variables to the scenarios. I'm excited for it. I want to see more on it because I'm already pretty excited about it.
Yeah, it seems there's a lot of branches
Yeah.
in the conversation, which is really cool.
And that's the furthest they can go with this type of game, though. Like, what more can you do in that kind of game? I'm sure there's a bunch of things you could do, but like, you already got the graphics down, you got all the fucking models down, you got the scenarios and the story. Just add more to like what can happen per scenario.
Love the theme in this one.
Me too. No, yeah, it's got like a Blade Runner, fucking future, singularity thing going on. I like the dialogue because this dude doesn't talk like a human.
Yeah, no, he's an android, so
yeah. Yeah, it looks awesome. I can't wait to see more of it. I just hope they don't show too much of it because a lot of these type of games that are like this, if they show too many scenes, I kind of feel like I've already played the fucking game.
Yeah, and you don't want that.
Right.
Yeah. So. Bye.
Meh.
Yeah. Did you play any other Quantic Dream games?
Nope.
No.
Not my favorite style of game to play.
Jason. You guys know what I'm talking about. Far Cry 5, which we've covered a couple times recently. That's not Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 has actually
literally just announced it.
Been shown off to be in Montana in like modern day.
Oh, that's right. I've heard a lot of flack about that game.
Yeah.
A lot of people are pissed.
Why? I mean, people are always pissed about everything, but...
Something about how it's the enemies are good old American boys and how this game is anti-American now because you're fighting Americans.
I was waiting for people to get pissed off about this when they did the even the picture where it showed like essentially like a bunch of
It's the Last Supper. It's Christian imagery.
but but they were showing the essentially like bearded Southern dudes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's about religious extremists.
Well, they know that. That's their complaint.
Sure.
Okay, so anyway, what the complaint is...
Separate what you believe in versus extreme people, though, is all. So.
Well, yeah, but that's coming from you. So people's complaint, it doesn't pertain to them. People's complaint is it's making the religious right, essentially, religious people in America, Southern people, typical people, into these crazy dudes they're going to be shooting. It's very much, which I find fucking ironic, because people did the same thing when Resident Evil 5 came out, and they're like, you're killing Africans like it's in Africa.
Yeah.
You're going to shoot them. The game's not like, let's go kill black people. It's, you're in Africa, they got infected. So you're in Montana, there's fucking cults in real life.
And Americans.
And it's the story of the fucking game. Like, I get people are upset with the imagery or whatever, but first off, I don't give a shit about religion at all. So, like, the imagery of, like, fucking the Last Supper and stuff like that, that's the show. That's Far Cry, man. Far Cry is all about crazy people and chaos, and they're going for that fucking weird imagery. I mean, like, it's such a lame... That complaint is by people who don't play Far Cry and don't play video games.
I just wish people would learn to separate fantasy from reality.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, this...
Well, they think it's a fucking agenda. They think that imagery and all stuff like that is making their beliefs look bad, and it's sullying them. And, I mean, to certain people might be, but for the most part, most of us just want to play a fucking video game.
Yeah.
So, I already have my opinions on things.
Well, it's like when they had the
ain't changing them.
The country that Wildlands is based in, they had a fit about the depiction of the country.
Well, Bolivia did.
Yeah.
Which happens quite often. With countries, I don't like the way it's being depicted, but they have the right to have that opinion. But when they try and stop the game's production, that always annoys me.
That's when you become North Korea.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not for censorship, like, in any way. So even if someone says some really fucking crazy shit, I don't agree with that at all. I will never tell them they can't say it. I hate that. But yeah, Far Cry 5. Excited for it. I'm really pumped for it. I love Far Cry. I love the new setting because it's fucking new and weird and different. It's there's no FPS out there where I'm fucking running around Montana shooting at crazy fucking Christian hillbillies out in the fucking fields and the woods. That's awesome. That sounds dope.
In fact, most games is always based somewhere other than America, so I think it's refreshing. To be
Yeah.
honest. So.
Yeah, and they're the bad guys. Doesn't matter if you correlate with their fucking religion or not. There's still crazy people who probably do horrible things. So
Every day.
just like a good old American, let's fucking get rid of them terrorists.
I've never played any of the Far Cry games.
I haven't either. But this one looks interesting. And the last two had co-op, right? Or 4 did at least.
Primal didn't. But
Well, okay.
3 and 4, 3
main
and 4
numbers,
yeah. Yeah, I really hope they bring back co-op for this. Excited. Fuck your stupid opinions. The Crew 2, I don't care.
Don't care.
Nope.
That was easy.
It's a racing game. It needs to be a high profile one.
The other one coming out, so who cares?
Yes, there's a bunch of exactly. I didn't even play the first one. Lego Marvel Super Heroes 2.
I mean, real simply put on this one, Lego games are always fun, but they're never anything for me to be excited about.
I've never played any of them, so I don't care.
Ever? Any Lego game ever?
Nope.
Huh.
Really?
There's a lot of them.
Good. Good.
I'm a 6-year-old child.
Harsh.
I'm not a big Lego game fan.
I guarantee I could go through your game collection and go,
I'm
what
sure.
was that
I've heard that Lego games are actually entertaining for what they are, but
Yeah.
I've never been interested in them.
They're not deep games.
Right.
You can't even die in them.
I won't talk shit
Right.
about them. I'm just not into them. I don't like that it's primarily just. I mean, they're platformers. They're like the only platformers that exist nowadays. But I just don't like the repetitive hit one button break shit.
They're super casual. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, they're casual and kids can play them, and I know a lot of people who just enjoy
Drop in,
doing
drop out, multiplayer.
And plus, the amount of shit you can collect in them. If you're into that, that's not a thing for me. I'm not into that. But if you like fucking finding random shit, breaking every box in the room, getting coins, that is your
crack for you
fucking
then.
yeah. That's your wet dream right there. We're gonna do like one more page of this if there's a lot, just because I gotta fucking cut this short. Last of Us 2, fuck yes, give it to me. I'm so excited for it. Show me at E3, sell it to me at E3. Fucking give it to me.
Like they have to sell it to you.
Right.
No, like physically. Like, let me buy it. Don't sell me shit. Like, sell me it. Give me a fucking copy. So excited for that. That's an easy one. Any extra things people want to add to that? I feel like we'll all agree. Death Stranding, same fucking
We'll
give it to me.
get to learn something, maybe, hopefully, possibly, maybe not, probably
Kojima
not.
doesn't do that.
Here's my thing. This is, we all want to see this at E3. We want to see in general. What I want to see is gameplay.
Yeah. Oh, I heard you spend most of the first part of the game with naked Norman Reedus.
That was the rumor that's popping around. Not even weird sounding for a Kojima game.
No.
I believe it. I'm excited for it. I want to know what kind of game we're getting into. I know it's gonna be a third-person action game, but
and there was a lot of customization as far as outfits.
that'd be cool. But yeah, just show gameplay, please, even a little bit. Show like the early stages of what the engine's like, or something like that.
They do a tech reveal like Rockstar does.
We're chomping at the bit here. That's what we're saying.
Just give me anything. Shenmue 3, yes, I'm actually very excited.
I just heard that this wasn't going to be at E3.
Well, if it is at E3, we would be excited.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
They are doing they are still doing a show for it, but it's not going to be at E3.
Right.
But it will be within the same time frame.
okay. Well, I'm not excited to see it at E3 because it's not going to be there, but I am excited to see it in general. You guys excited for Shenmue?
I've never played them.
I never played them, but with how much people like them, I would like access to the first two so I could at least know what the hell I'm playing, though.
That'd be really cool if they released 1 and 2 with it.
Yeah, and not to upset too many people, but if Microsoft can perhaps make that an exclusive, that's something else for people to buy Xboxes for.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, for the game's sake, I wouldn't want it to be exclusive, but if
agree.
Microsoft could get the rights to that, that'd be a big.
No, I'd prefer to play on whatever I want, but
that'd be a big one for them.
Yeah. Cuphead.
You gonna say something? Okay. Cuphead. I don't know what the fuck this is.
I am actually kind of excited for this one.
I am kind of excited for this one too. It's like an old school side scroller, but done in like a 1920s
original like Disney look. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an Xbox game.
Yeah.
Xbox and PC.
Cuphead and Mugman lost.
It's supposed to be like old Disney cartoons, but it's supposed to be very dark.
It's a bullet hell.
I like
too,
the
isn't it?
start.
Huh?
Isn't it a bullet hell?
I believe parts of it are bullet shooter. Yeah.
I like the style to it.
Yeah, no, it's super cool looking.
I mean,
They've been
look
working
at
on
that-
this game forever, though.
Yes. Yes,
Years.
they have.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
That's what the game looks like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Looking.
Right?
Yeah, no, it looks super cool.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm excited to see this at E3. I'm excited to see it right now. Multiplayer. I love the fucking art
You
style.
know, it's great.
This is what I'm talking about all the time when I'm saying fucking we need to make 2D games with nowadays technology. We
That's
can
it.
achieve shit like this. This looks like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
Well, that was, even you could go back to South Park. Like, there was literally an
Yeah.
episode of South Park. So.
That looks really cool. I didn't know that existed. Below,
I don't know this one.
No idea.
Capybara, love those things. Top-down roguelike.
Capybaras are pretty cool.
Yeah, I want like 8 for the backyard. Eat my grass. I want to fucking mow it.
They poop squares.
They do.
They can-
Cubes.
they
Excuse
can-
me. Cubes.
They can fucking poop cubes in the back corner, make a little castle or a little fort, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Just keep it clean.
Meh.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, hopefully you guys do well. Hopefully it comes out and I hear about it on Steam and I'll be like, this game's amazing. I'll be like, this is roguelike. I'm probably not going to buy it.
This one's for Chris.
Darksiders 3.
Yes!
I don't care. But I'm so happy Chris cares.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this. Oh! I love these games.
I've never played them, so.
So you want to see gameplay at E3? If they even
I'd be
exist?
interested to see, yeah, because, like, they're all, like, the 4 horsemen, so this is the third of the supposed 4 games. And each one has their own different weapons that they use, so they have different fighting styles. So, like, War uses a big 2-handed sword, Death uses scythes, and he's like a big one or 2 small ones. And I'm not exactly sure who she's supposed to be.
They say Fury or something?
That's not a horseman of the apocalypse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's got a
Bladed whip.
She's got a whip thing.
That's pretty dope.
And took her head off. I'm not excited for it. I'm curious though, because I'm such not a fan of Darksiders, but I know some people love it. But I'd like to see what they do with it.
I'm excited.
I mean, maybe they could get me interested in it. I'm just not a huge fan of the art style.
Yeah.
Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. Yeah, I played a little bit of the first one, but I just kind of really love the art style of it. Obviously, it's Studio Ghibli, so it makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited to see.
It's been forever since Ni no Kuni came out, too.
It's been a while,
It's
yeah.
a while.
I mean, we were living with Rob.
It was on,
PS3.
No, it was on PS3, but it was like, no, I guess it hasn't been that long. For some reason, I was thinking PS2. But, I didn't beat the original, but I did play it for quite a bit, and I love the traditional RPG with a little bit of like Pokemon to it, with a little with obviously the really cool art style. It's also it's pure fantasy. Everything about it, like there wasn't like any part of it where it's like trying to hold on to reality in any way, and I really, like I brought it up before. Like too many people were trying to make realistic games. I really like that. People are actually making very, fanciful games. So
I love those guys.
I've never played the first one, so
yeah,
I'm just a huge fan of the way the game looks, though. It's like not even just because Studio Ghibli, but just because it's so refreshing looking.
yeah.
It's colorful, vibrant.
I see so many anime references in it.
Well, yeah, I mean it's really reminiscent of like everything Studio Ghibli's done.
Well, there's that, and then like I see like other things too. Like this guy reminds me a lot of Fullmetal Alchemist. He's wearing like the state alchemist uniform, which could be based off some sort of uniform in real life. But.
Oh no, there's so many uniforms throughout history like that. But yeah, it is similar looking for sure.
And the other thing I want to say about this, I want this game to come out, and I want to see it get a really good score, because so far with all the JRPGs that have come out. And they're just getting these great scores, and they've been good games and
they're
stuff like
nailing
that.
it lately, yeah.
I just want that to keep going. I like
Same.
such a part of my gaming life, and I'm happy to see it come back because the new generation
Better
of
than
gamers
just making those bad RPGs over and over again.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad to finally see the genre starting to
Kick back up again.
and evolve a little bit.
Go like,
Yeah.
hey, remember RPGs were fucking awesome?
Yeah.
There was no reason for them to not be awesome. Well, hey, we remember now too.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
They better show this at E3.
What do you want to see from it?
Well, they've already shown a little bit as far as like gameplay stuff goes. I actually kind of want to see almost like a tech trailer, except for more of like I want to see the worlds. Because that's a big part of Kingdom Hearts is like going to all the different worlds and stuff.
That's a good point. Is because I'm not a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. In fact, I'm not really a fan at all. I think they're cool games. I still play.
I love them.
But I am really curious about this one, and I want to see some shit on at E3 because you're right. I want to see everything I've seen so far has been like this kind of stuff.
Combat.
I want to see
cool.
I want to see the worlds. I want to see that rendered in this newer engine, which looks great.
I'm pretty sure this is Unreal for this game.
I'd like to see some newer worlds too. Stay out of Star Wars, please.
Why?
I know you guys own the franchise, but I don't think it would go well.
I'm not really into that either.
I think it'd do well with going back to something like the Black Cauldron, which is a little less known.
Let's go back to when Kingdom Hearts was coming out, and they were like, "We're gonna take Final Fantasy and Disney and mix it together."
Uh-huh.
Wow,
and,
cool.
and now you're telling them to not be weird and try something new. Why?
Yes and no, but
yeah, but
I
then
don't
they
know.
gotta do Marvel.
They could.
Oh God, no.
Why would it matter?
You're right on a technical level
Mm-hmm.
because why mix Final Fantasy with Disney?
Yeah.
And why mix Disney, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, like, it's hard for me to think of a fantastical world of Final Fantasy meeting a fantastical world of Disney at least has that synchronicity of both being fantasy. Whereas, like, Marvel, I don't think they'd put Marvel in here, but if they did, it'd be whatever. Like, I'm not opposed to it. It's weird to me because Marvel's not fantasy to me at all. It's even though there is things that are fantastical in Marvel.
It's more sci-fi.
It's sci-fi and really gritty, and like I don't want to see him hang out with fucking
Wolverine.
hairy little fucking 4-foot Wolverine.
Where his Keyblade turns into
But
adamantium claws.
they've done, Tron stuff, which is sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like they take identical versions of them, put them in the game. And even
I just don't want to be fighting like the fucking Juggernaut. It'd be so weird.
but you're also thinking of it in his current state. They've put Final Fantasy characters in there that aren't even their versions from their games.
Sure,
They're just
like,
I'm not talking
representations
about
of
any
that.
current anything. I'm not talking about the movies or anything like that. I'm just saying.
You
Juggernaut
know
in
that if
general.
they did a Star Wars universe or planet in that, they would put Darth Vader in it, and I just don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Is I don't want to see Darth Vader in this game. It's weird.
I don't want to see Darth Vader, and I don't want your psychic to be Yoda or Luke Skywalker. That's what's going to happen, and I don't want to see that.
I actually have. I don't know. I can't give you a good argument. Honestly, it's like a gut feeling thing.
I was gonna say I think it's
I can't give you
Well,
a
it's
logical
just
argument.
being resistant.
I mean,
What is being resistant? But I'm not worried about that aspect. I'm worried about why.
I'm also worried about like visual flow to the game with it, because like you usually get keyblades from each of the worlds you go to, and I don't remember what the Tron blade looks like, so I can't judge too strong on that. But I can't imagine all a Star Wars keyblade would be is just a lightsaber with a key at the end, and I don't think it would look great.
It should be like a
Yeah.
key handle with a fucking lightsaber.
Also, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a lightsaber. It could just literally have.
It has to.
It
be.
has
It's
to be a
so
lightsaber.
now.
But it doesn't have to be purely a lightsaber though. It could literally just have aesthetic qualities of Star Wars in general.
And then like the X-Men one, but I couldn't imagine a decent looking X-Men keyblade
Well, X-Men's Fox, so it wouldn't happen. But
or Marvel keyblade.
I just think
An Iron Man. Key.
I think
Spider-Man.
to assume that they couldn't come up with a way to make it work is just closing the door before it's even had a chance.
I don't think they can't make it work. I'm just saying, for me personally, the idea of it is weird to me. I'm not being resistant. I'm not talking about how people are currently dressed or anything like that. I can't imagine Star Wars with it. I don't know why. And like I said, I can't put it into fucking words right now. But it's almost sullies Star Wars for me doing that.
But the millions of bastardization properties to Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts, is your worry?
The what?
Just all the other random Star Wars bullshit that's been made over the years.
Oh, I hate that too. I mean, that's me though. I don't like the expanded universe. I don't like any of that shit.
I think I'm open to, and I think Kingdom Hearts is the right platform to them to just literally put whatever theme they want in, as long as they can make it look like Kingdom Hearts.
I think it's a tone thing. I think that's really what it comes down to. It's not even a visual thing. I like, your Final Fantasy, you're like these kids running around. It's all like fucking happy, nice things. All the fucking enemies are like these like little shadowy dudes, your little chubby guys. And then like you go into Disney and it's still like whimsical places you're going to, like Peter Pan and fucking Cinderella and all that shit, and still the same tonal feeling. If you go to like a Marvel world, because I was thinking like these are little separated worlds you're visiting, so they can be wherever the fuck they want. I get that, but at the same time, tonally for the game itself, going from any Disney property, even Tron is black in colors. I mean, there's not really a tonal thing going on there, aside from just neon. But if you go to like a Marvel universe with these Final Fantasy characters, you're gonna walk out on the mean streets of New York, and like there's just normal people walking around, and like all these like very.
Does it have to be Earth? There's plenty of universal stuff in Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy is an example.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you did that route.
It's such a Marvel's such a big term, so.
Well, and I mean, like I said before, though, I think Marvel's an easier one for me to be sold on than Star Wars, just because with Marvel, like I can't imagine like a cartoony Kingdom Hearts looking Iron Man and a cartoony.
Yeah, I've seen those
Thor
children's
or
cartoons, and
Those
they're
are
terrible
shit.
looking.
They are, but I can see it, so it's not that one. That's not that too weird. Just the Earth setting would be weird for me.
Sure.
But when you bring up like the universe stuff, just show up on a fucking rock out in space, and there's like
They don't even have
Guardians of the Galaxy is cartoony. So.
You don't even have to go to their worlds either, though, because most of you don't go to Final Fantasy worlds, and then there's a bunch of Final Fantasy characters that just happen to reside on other Disney worlds or whatever, and they are in the likeness of the Final Fantasy character, but they are not identical to the Final Fantasy character at all.
Right.
Even Cloud Sephiroth, like they're very like Disney looking.
I mean, Squall's in it, but his name is Leon. He's got really long hair
and
stuff. Right. Just, I don't know, something about
Star Wars one's the hardest one.
Star Wars is hard for me to digest as a world, and Marvel is hard for me only because being a big comic book nerd as Marvel kid growing up, I know Marvel is very dark and gritty and not very child friendly, and I imagine every time I play...
But it can be.
My only argument with that, though, because my brain's all over the place right now, is Final Fantasy VII is pretty dark and gritty, too. So, I mean, like, you only bring out and flesh out what you need to fit in the Kingdom Hearts universe. I just don't feel... I feel like fucking...
It can literally just be cameo characters. They don't have to go to those worlds.
Yeah. If it was cameo characters like that, I wouldn't have as big a problem with it. If it was going to the worlds and like exploring like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and like Star Wars universe and having like Sora's costume change for that, I would have a bigger problem with it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it'd be kind of cool if you were dressed like a Stormtrooper outfit, though.
But doesn't Disney also own like rights to Studio Ghibli movies? Why not just throw those in there too?
They own publishing rights.
They own the publishing rights. They don't have any say on that stuff. I don't know. It's really weird because like a lot of it just logically makes sense to me. For some reason, I can't think of a coherent argument outside of like how big and epic Star Wars is. I feel like it kind of weakens it by bringing in, but the tone
it's just fan service, man.
But you're not bringing Kingdom Hearts into Star Wars, so it's not a big deal. So
Hearts.
People playing Kingdom Hearts are getting that. I don't know. I just don't want to see Darth Vader in the game. But I mean, Sephiroth's in the game. I think he's fucking badass too.
But he's barely in it. He's just a boss.
A really, really hard boss.
I beat him, no problem.
But I could imagine like jumping around on Endor, like a cartoony Endor.
Fucking Ewoks everywhere.
No, I mean, they could. It's not impossible. But
it's not impossible.
But don't do it if it's not going to work. But I don't want it to. I don't want it to necessarily go. Okay, we own these properties. We have to put these in here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's my whole thing. Is I don't want them to shove it in there because they can.
So, anyways,
I just
it's a good conversation.
Yeah.
And one of the only times that I was arguing for something that was nonsensical, because I'm just like, I don't know why. I just don't like it. I typically don't. I'm not like that typically. Final Fantasy VII Remake, yes.
Of course.
And we talked about this on Taste Tuesday as well. I'm hoping that the change isn't going to mess with it. But I am very hopeful that it stays on the right track. The screenshots I saw that they released, I know they wanted to do a video, so I feel like they're going to do a video at E3 because they almost did it already. So I am excited to actually see this in like motion and going. But the screenshots were awesome. So
I know I say this a lot, and like I'm just going to say it again just for whatever reason, but they have to know that if they do horrible at remaking this game, there's gonna be riots. Like, straight up fucking riots. You're gonna have otakus showing up to your offices dressed as Cloud and Barrett and humanized Nanaki Red 13, attacking your building.
Big styrofoam fucking sword just swinging them at the
They're
building.
gonna call you the new Shinra and attack you. Calling it right now.
People will be upset for sure. That's not a game you can really fuck with.
No.
So, but it's safe to assume we're all excited for this one.
Very excited, and I do want to see it at E3 because I want to see anything that they'll show.
Mm-hmm.
Even if people walking around again, it's not the same shit. They'll show the same stuff.
Yes.
I'll watch it again, but I want to see. I want to see new stuff. I want to see combat. I just want to see locations too. There's so many cool locations in Final Fantasy VII that I want to see rendered in like 3D.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be really fucking exciting.
Well, the screenshots were like in the Mako reactor, and then I think they had one also in in Midgard, but
I want to see that scene with the fucking cannon fucking shooting across the sea.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I want to see what the weapons look like.
Anything
Like
with
Emerald
Sephiroth,
weapon and
too.
Ruby weapon and things like that.
Sephiroth.
so yes.
Yeah, very excited.
Absolutely.
This is one of the games at E3 when they show it. I'm gonna be like, ah, just freaking out. Just like Last of Us 2. Fucking as soon as that pops up, I'm fucking, oh!
This is a fun little note, and I've probably told this before, but if you're new, this will be a new story for you. I was at a different job at the time when this originally got announced, and I had both Seth and our friend Rob text me roughly the same time.
As soon as it showed up at E3.
Saying that this was there, and I remember, I think the first person I got the message from was Rob, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
It was by seconds, though.
Yeah, by seconds. And I was like, yeah, whatever, you're fucking with me. And then Seth sent it to me, and you're not one to send me like that kind of shit and be like, I'm just fucking with it. I was like, wait, what? So
I was like the remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
And you were like, what, really? And I was like, they're showing it right now, man. Like, it's real.
So yeah.
There's so much build to that, man. For years, you've just been like, oh, that's just remake it, and then they finally did, and I was like, whoa.
Well, they had that fake
Decided
one,
to make some money.
Yeah. And it looks great. Mm-hmm. Red Dead Redemption 2, yes. I want to see more on it. I'm really excited for it. The game's going to be awesome. I already know it. I'm already sold on it.
I love the
Another
first
cowboy game.
It's another cowboy game.
Table tennis.
But yeah, maybe at E3, you should be excited for E3 because this is where you're going to be
There's
proven
gonna
right.
be a table tennis game. I
gonna,
know it.
It's going to be like, it's going to be all brown, fucking, all Western shit.
Here.
And then it's going
As he
to
pulls out a paddle.
whoosh, and then it's going to go to black, and then when it fades back, it's going to be fucking people going in the middle of the fucking saloon.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna have PlayStation VR support, Vive and Oculus support.
And everybody's going to watch it and be like, oh my god, it's amazing. And it's going to keep going for like 2 minutes. There's table tennis. And they're like, where's the rest of the game? And they're like, that's it.
One of the paddles is just a gun with a wooden paddle built around the barrel.
Oh my god, you can fuck. They're going to be like, shooting the ball back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah, no, just like Final Fantasy, show me anything.
Yeah.
I just want to see it. We saw the
Screenshots
screenshots.
look beautiful.
Are fucking gorgeous. I want to see that in motion, especially that forest picture, man. Just really did it for me. There's so much different foliage going on. It's so dense and good looking.
For sure.
That in motion, it's going to be disgusting looking. It possibly could not be table tennis, and this really upsets you. So
I'm just tired. I'm worn out on Western stuff, so it's just that whole thing for me.
Gran Turismo Sport. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited for the game already. I'm already going to buy it. I fucking was ready to buy it in January, and then it got pushed back. Even though they said they never said it was going to come out then, which is really weird. Because I was like, everyone was set on it. Everyone was like, it's coming out January, and then fucking never did. And they're like, we never said that. It's like I can't think of another game that did that. Yeah, I'm excited to see more on it.
PlayStation VR support.
It's going to have a mode for VR, though. Yeah. They're very specific about saying that because they don't want people thinking like the whole game's going to be VR, which is disappointing, but also exciting. So
yeah,
because I'm not buying for the VR. All right. The Avengers Project announcement trailer.
Square's making an Avengers game.
Square and Disney.
Mm-hmm. Well,
MMO style
Yeah.
features.
this is a teaser, so we don't know anything about this game. So I do want to see something on this game. I'm also I'm very curious how Crystal Dynamics essentially was the company that Disney decided to go with on this one.
Which makes Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
A couple of the games, but Tomb Raider specifically. I do want to see this at E3.
Yeah.
I'm not even interested because it's Avengers, because I mean, like, I'm kind of worn
I want to
out.
know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at. I'm really, really curious because Square Enix, fuck Crystal Dynamics, MMO style features, Avengers.
Yeah.
What
It's
is
such a like. There's so much that could be done with that.
Yeah, it's so broad.
if it has anything MMO at all though to it, like it has longevity and it's not just an action game, like I'm more interested in
I am too, and I'm also kind of excited to see Crystal Dynamics like
branch out. Yeah, be more dynamic.
I'd be interested in it to see what's happening for sure. I mean, yeah.
Dreams, which is
They're coming out.
Media Molecule's new game. They make Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet is a fun series, and the thing I find most intriguing about it is the creative properties of it, but I don't have fucking the patience for it. Dreams is essentially taking that and making a game out of it. And I've seen a little bit on already. I actually just kind of want it already. So, I mean, like, I'm not, like, fucking pumped to see it. But, yeah, I want to see more of it. Yeah, for sure.
I think if they show off like how the game actually plays, that'd be good. But we've already seen, enough. So rumors.
Okay, so here's some rumors, and then we'll get into anyone's. Do you guys still have games you'd like to see?
Yep.
Okay.
So two of mine, the two games I had were on the list, and the other one was more of a concern. So
okay, we'll get into that. So some rumors, apparently from software, hasn't come out and said anything, but people are speculating that Bloodborne 2 will be shown off at E3.
that would make sense.
That'd be cool.
I would be. I have a game I want to see at E3 now that I think about it. Yeah. Bloodborne 2, yeah. If they show it off, I'll be excited for it. Like everybody, I love these games. Love the Souls games. It's technically not a Souls game, but it's a fucking Souls game.
Well, one thing it has over Souls too is the Chalice Dungeon system.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a different breed, especially when Dark Souls 3 came out. It made me realize how much Bloodborne is Dark Souls with... It's like a cousin of Dark Souls. Mm-hmm. It's not the same, but it's the same. But there's other games I prefer. I'm just going to say it right now. I want to see fucking goddamn Armored Core. Mm-hmm. If they show off Bloodborne 2, but they don't say anything about Armored Core, I'm going to be upset. Which sucks, because I want Bloodborne 2, but I want fucking Armored Core bad. Especially with all the success they've had with fucking Dark Souls and Bloodborne and everything. Bring back fucking Armored Core and put as much work into that as you put into fucking Dark Souls. And I'm sold. I'm ready. Sure. I will freak out. That will be fucking like Final Fantasy 7 and fucking Last of Us level excitement for me. I love Armored Core.
Yeah.
Any opinions on the Bloodborne 2?
It's cool.
No, it's cool. And hopefully they take... obviously they take notes from Dark Souls 3 as well, but like take what you had in Bloodborne and get this is your chance to kind of get away from Dark Souls a little bit while still keeping similar stuff. I think the Chalice Dungeon system was a really cool idea. Expand upon that more. That adds like super longevity to your game to be able to just make random dungeons. And any other like new features you were thinking about toying around with Dark Souls, this is your platform you can do that with. So.
Another rumor on this list is Borderlands 3.
At the Unreal, they did a tech showing for Unreal, and they were using Borderlands as an example, but while he was talking about the tech of the Unreal Engine, and they said it was from Borderlands 3, and they did they intentionally made sure you didn't see the one character they do show, they made sure you could not see her face. So, though I'm pretty convinced it's Tiny Tina.
That's what it looked like in that thumbnail, yeah. Borderlands 3 existing. If they show it, I'm fucking excited for that. I love Borderlands 2 so much that I hate it now because I played it too much.
Yeah.
It's listening to a song too many times.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Borderlands 2. I can't play it because I played it too much. It's such a good game, and I just fucking did it way too much. So I need Borderlands 3. I needed one, and I want to see it.
I would buy this day one.
Yeah.
I probably will. I'm so like freaked out though because like Borderlands 2, the dude who did the story isn't there anymore, and so hopefully they have someone to step up and continue that, because like we kind of talked about on Plus Club.
Oh, they're showing off cell shading technology.
Yeah, it's an Unreal tech demo. They just
Yeah.
happen to be using Borderlands as the presentation.
Man, I love tech demos or presentations like this.
Yeah, that was a fun video to watch. I watched the whole thing. So.
Yeah.
And he kept saying, "I can't talk about the game itself. We're talking about Unreal, that type thing." So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but I really hope that they can continue the story writing. So.
Yeah, for me though, first and foremost, the gameplay and the loot was the big drive for it. The first Borderlands had a fucking minimal story, and I still liked it. Borderlands 2 just got elevated so much higher because the story was added. So if the third one comes out and the storyline's not as good as the second one, that's gonna be a bummer for me. But it'll be more of a bummer if the game just is not fun.
Sure.
That'll bother the fuck out of me. And it'll specifically bother the fuck out of me if it's just Borderlands 2 with better graphics.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to see that at all.
But yeah, excited. I mean, they could literally show a teaser. I'll be excited for it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Who gives a shit?
Neither Ubisoft nor Nintendo have officially announced Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, but leaks strongly suggest that the rumors dating back to last year are true. The collision of Mario and Rabbids is supposedly a turn-based RPG and is rumored to arrive on Switch in August or September. This is very much a rumor, but it's one of the higher probability than most to wind up real. Oh, to wind up real. Yeah. I was reading it like REEL for some reason. I was like, what the fuck is that? All right, Chris, get it out.
Aren't they like, they're from Rayman,
Yeah.
right? That's like a old PlayStation game.
Yeah, but Raving Rabbids was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'm gonna be optimistic here. I think it's cool.
It's just some fucking Mario Sonic crossover bullshit.
And I agree with that. But I think it'd be neat to see Ubisoft fucking cross brands with somebody. They don't do that. And Mario has already shown that they're willing to do that. Am I excited for this? No. Do I want to see it? Yeah. I want to see what it is.
Being fun like Super Mario RPG.
It's an RPG, yeah. I mean, it's turn-based.
You like that game a lot. I know you do.
It's not gonna be though.
It's probably not going to be. But this whole thing is purely.
I can just feel tension. Just fucking.
But it has the possibility
Don't
being
sully that
like
game's name like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of being a stickler. I mean, it'll be. I'll see what they have to say about it.
I'm not excited for this myself. I'm just not gonna. I don't know shit about it. I can't say anything negative.
Also, I'm specific. I'm not. I mean, it's a rumor. First off,
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not excited for the game. But I am excited to see it. I want to. I'm curious on what they do with it.
I always want to see new
really,
things through E3.
Really interesting. So, that's just weird that this is like one of the stronger probabilities of a game coming out because I had no fucking idea. Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. At Bethesda's 2016 briefing, a DOS prompt alluded to. Okay, so it's whatever. I don't care. I mean, the last one was cool.
The last one was good.
The last one's cool. I liked it. I didn't play the New Blood or whatever the fuck it's called, the expansion or the standalone expansion. But what they did with Wolfenstein was really neat. I didn't love it, but I definitely appreciate it a lot. While I haven't gone back and played it.
Yeah.
Just because it's you play and you're like, oh, it's cool. But that's about as far as it goes. There's nothing there that like kept me wanting to play it. So the idea of them making a new one, the New Colossus, if that's the name of it, I don't know. That just doesn't do anything for me. And if it's in the same vein as the last game, I mean, I don't know.
It's about shooting Nazis, right?
Nazis and then monsters.
So like Mecha Hitler was one of the enemies,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. No. Shit.
Joey? I'm vaguely curious, but I won't hold my breath. I'm not worried about it. Evil Within 2, yeah, I'm curious about that for sure. I would like to see that shown off. I liked the first one. I didn't play it as far as I wanted to. But it was cool. I thought it was a really neat new game that's, I feel, is super underrated. No one talks about it, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it's Resident Evil 4, but with, different guy. But it strived more for the horror aspects of survival horror and less about the action, which was a nice pullback to what I like out of.
So it's single player Dead by Daylight.
I have no idea.
No, it's Resident Evil 4 pretty much, except for it's more psychological because he keeps going back to this like asylum, and then he'll go back to the real world. There's all this weird shit going on, and there's a lot more tighter camera angles and stuff to make you feel more claustrophobic, kind of like Resident Evil 4 did.
Okay.
Resident Evil 5 and 6, just turned into fucking unloading on crowds, and they're fun, but they weren't scary.
Yeah.
Poor scary people trying to kick your fucking door in with a chainsaw, and you're sitting in the corner fucking
Not my genre.
Trying to claw the fucking window open. Let me out! I gotta get in.
How do you see the next one?
Pokemon Stars.
I've heard about this for a long time.
This is
now.
the rumored
console one?
Switch
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, no, I'm actually excited
So
to see
Sun,
that.
Moon, Stars.
I hope we see this, and I hope it's fucking awesome. If it's an actual 3D like Pokemon game, like what you would expect from Pokemon game on a console, sign me up.
Yeah, I mean it's literally just supposed to, because they always do. It was like, they did silver, gold, and then they did platinum, and they did
Right.
red, blue, and then they did yellow. This is essentially that, but instead of it coming to handheld, it'd come to Switch, and it would have cross-play and trade ability with the DSs. That's the rumor.
Hey now, you a Pokestar. Get your Pokeball.
Really? Really? You doing that meme right now?
It's sad that they're a meme.
Will not be at E3, so we probably don't even need to cover this actually.
Oh, yeah, let's look through real quick. I'm actually disappointed that Halo 6 won't be there.
God, they already made that many Halos?
Well, they've been around since the early 2000s. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But take your time. Hopefully they're not just throwing them out. That's also kind of good. But Xbox needs another. Hopefully it would be a different IP big game, but Halo would be good. Thoughts?
Take your time. I agree.
Yeah. Shadow of the Tomb Raider won't be at E3. I think the first and second game of the new games are okay. Pretty good. They're not okay. They're not fucking Uncharted. All right. So let's just get that out there. Except for Joel's in the background on this. So apparently they're doing a crossover with Mario and Rabbids. Yeah, not disappointed with that.
Meh.
It'll come out when it comes out.
Yeah.
And it'll come out for Xbox, and then 1 year later it'll come out on PS4, and no one will buy it.
I think they're good. They're competent games, but there's not enough draw to it for me.
Yeah. All right. What were some that we missed?
The only
What was
one
on the list
that I have that wasn't, and I knew it wasn't going to be on there, other than if they would have announced some, which is new IPs for Xbox. I want to see some new IPs. That's what I want to see out of E3.
Yeah.
Because I have this box that I don't use.
Do you have Forza?
Yeah.
We should play that sometime.
Probably. Also Halo. We should play that sometime.
Dude, I'm always down to play that. You fucking never play it.
I'll play anything on my Xbox.
Yeah, I'm with you. I want to see if there's one thing out of E3 outside of the high-profile games that I want to see, like Last of Us 2 and Final Fantasy 7. I want to see Xbox have a good showing, and I want them to show off some new shit.
Yep.
They said this is going to be a good year for them. Fucking prove it. And not with the games you already have out, because if that's what you're relying on, that's not a good year. I mean, that's a competent year. I'm glad you have something.
Well, it's funny because last year they had a really good show.
Yeah.
And out of the two games I was interested in, one got canceled, and the other one was Sea of Thieves.
Although Josh was reading something recently that said that what was the game that got canceled?
Scalebound.
Scalebound apparently might come back.
I want to see that article.
See, that was my hope, is that the announcement at E3 was that Scalebound was making a comeback.
Yeah,
That's one of my hopes.
How much of a, I agree, I want that, but how much of a fucking insult is that?
It's a big one.
That's them spitting in your face and fucking like, oh, this game looks awesome. Oh, we canceled it. Oh man, and they're like, hey, actually, it's come back. Haha. And you spit right in your fucking face. And you're just like, what the fuck, dude?
Especially
what are you
after
doing?
Platinum Games knocked it out of the park with Nier Automata. I mean,
oh, dude, no. After Nier, what are you doing? That's if they do bring Scalebound back, that's why.
Yeah.
They're like, oh fuck, they made a good game. Why did we just stop them from making this game?
People love Bayonetta.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
That's so weird. Someone had to have pissed someone off. Like, add them advertisements to, like, why?
I guarantee it was the game has been in development for longer than Microsoft wanted to pay for.
Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest one for sure. I mean, that's a Konami right there. And it makes complete sense for a business. to do that.
Business-wise.
Yeah, I don't want to keep paying for something that's never going to come out. But that's really disappointing because if you're Xbox and you only make like 4 games every 3 years, maybe keep paying for that fucking game because if you get rid of it, now you only have 3 games coming out every fucking 3 years. So yeah, maybe the investment was worth it. And I wanted to play that game.
Oh yeah.
I think it would have sold.
No, it looked like a really cool game. It had. I wasn't a huge fan of like the main character style, but the game had like a style to it. It had customization, which I know you're super excited about. A 4-player co-op,
Yep.
Monster Hunter-esque like looking battles. I mean, it just
Dragons you can fly on.
It was so cool looking.
Yeah, it was. It was a game that not even just Xbox, but in general we needed. Like
Yeah.
it looked like different and cool.
It was a game for the sake of being a game, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's what fucking Platinum does with
Yeah.
all their games. So it's all about playability. Nier's just lucky in the sense that it has a really, really good soundtrack and cool everything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go down the list. Anything else?
I only have one game, and I know it's never going to be announced at anything ever, but I just have praise and hopes that it will. It's another 2 Human.
Oh yeah, you've said that before.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
It's never going to happen,
DD.
but I can
I
dream.
think Vector Man 3 has a better chance
I can
coming
dream.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Say you don't make shit.
Yeah, but they might make that for mobile or something. You guys remember Vector Man? We made a pinball game.
With Sonic.
We're making
Sonic said
Vector Man. Boom. He has a scarf now.
He's got a
Skipped
scarf.
leg
He's
day.
made of squares.
That's all. I would like to see a continuation of 2 Human done. Even like a remake of the original would be nice.
Yeah, they might. It is a title they could reboot, but I don't think like a sequel's gonna happen.
It's supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah, it's just so far off now, and if there's nothing in development, in the last couple of years, I just don't see them starting up development on it. I mean, for the fans of Two Human, all 4 of you, I feel like I think it'd be really exciting for you guys.
Brutal.
And yeah, for me, Armored Core, like I said already, Armored Core, fucking show it, fucking let me know it exists. Hopefully, it's not like Armored Core 5 because that wasn't Armored Core. It was a cool game, but it wasn't even close to Armored Core. Armored Core 4 Answer, which is 4, was fucking awesome. It was where the games need to go. So do that with PS4 graphics and some of that fucking money you made off Dark Souls that you earned.
Just some of that money.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, they gotta keep some. You don't fucking make a game that good and fucking not just enjoy that fucking that money bath that Josh paid for.
I think
But
that's
yeah, I
it.
think that's everything. This is a long episode. Okay. Yeah, let us know in the comments. What do you think about anything that we said? What games are you excited to see at E3? What games are you disappointed aren't going to be at E3? What games do you think are not going to be shown at E3 but you'd love to see? What do you think about the Kingdom Hearts thing? Do you think Marvel or Star Wars is weird to be thrown in there? Do you think we're completely fucking wrong and being illogical? Do you think Chevy's completely fucking wrong because you're illogical like us? Let us know. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this Taste Cast. The Spicy Cast. It's a little humid in here.
It is a little
Episode 29. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on the channel. They're uploaded if you miss them. Check them out on Twitch, Tasty_Fruit. And that is everything. My name's Seth, as always.
I'm Chevy.
Chris.
Switched it up. Shouldn't have done that. Never switched it up. Until the next episode, which will be Tuesday. Have a good weekend, guys, and take it easy.